And welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show. That was Limp Goo Goo. Limp Goo Goo. Limp Goo Goo doing Wish You Were Here from the telethon the other night.
Yeah.
Fred Durst and Johnny from the Goo Goo Dolls.
Coming out of hiding. Johnny from the Goo Goo Dolls. Where the hell have they been?
Well, in between hits, he has nervous breakdowns.
Is that what happens?
Yeah. You've watched Behind the Music on VH1?
Yeah.
In between hits, he has nervous breakdowns. He has that writer's cramp thing. And
Writer's block?
Writer's block.
You can't write songs. How about that?
They raised $150 million from that telethon.
Did they?
150 mil.
That's nice.
Steve is complaining about the song. Steve, what's up?
Yeah, what's up?
Hey.
Listen, if you want to play Wish We Were Here, why don't you just get the Pink Floyd album and play a good version of it?
I thought that was a cool little version, just to throw it out there as a goof.
It's from the the telethon there, so it's kind of new.
Well, you're right. We do need to laugh and feel better, so I guess it's, okay? All right, take it easy.
All right, Steve.
I thought it was a little ridiculous, that version. Tell you the truth, I think I'll, can they pour any more vocal effect on Fred?
On Fred's voice?
Yeah.
Well, it's going to be on a CD. They're making a CD of all the performances from Friday night.
Yeah.
And all the money will go to charity. $150 million, though. Not bad.
How I wish you were here. We're just two lost souls swimming in a fishbowl in America. They're coming to America. Crackling Rosie, get on board. We're gonna ride till wish you were here.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Neil Diamond.
Neil Diamond today. He took a day off yesterday for some reason. Look at that.
And people were not happy that Neil Diamond took a day off yesterday.
Way back to the studio.
All right. Well, we're just getting started. A couple phone numbers for y'all. Mm-hmm. For y'all. If you're in the New York area, 877-692-1027. Anywhere else in the country that we broadcast to, 866-277-4WOW, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Where do we begin today?
Well, yeah, we do have a couple of things that are must-get-to things. Boston situation's one of them.
Oh, you want to go to that first?
Well, we could. I'm just saying that's something we have to get to.
All right, yeah, we could throw out all the dirt.
And this isn't just, for people going, oh, Boston again. This kind of, it reinforces the fact that not only the Schlocko situation, but Boston is a tough city for us to come back into, because the people that run things in Boston, not the people of Boston, the people that run things are the biggest bunch of stuffed shirts and prude, hypocritical asswipes that I've ever seen.
Yeah. And with that said, Anthony, very good.
Thank you.
Very eloquent.
Yes.
Recently, we had a WOW campaign here in New York, mm-hmm. where we had our WOW logo in the middle of Times Square on a huge billboard.
Yeah.
It was all over the bus signs, the sides of buses. It was at pretty much all over the train system.
But before we totally go into this, just quickly, keep this in mind during this story. And please, keep this in mind, in the back of your mind, during the whole time we tell you what's going on in Boston. Ted Kennedy is the senator up there. Ted Kennedy. Ted Kennedy. All right, just keep that in mind. Think of all Ted's hijinks and shenanigans. And now watch the hypocrites that are up there.
But I love the guy.
Who doesn't love a partying son of a bitch like Ted Kennedy? But what I'm saying is they have a problem with this, and Ted Kennedy is the senator.
So when we got our show syndicated, they advertise an advertising blitz, and we decided to go with the WOW logo, the Whip 'em Out Wednesday thing, and basically it said Opie and Anthony WOW, and all over New York, no one really had a problem. They had a problem up in Westchester, but who cares?
This is also something we've said in the past is, Whip 'em Out Wednesday, the WOW. Being Whip 'em Out Wednesday, sure. But we also said put the sticker on your car and or put a WOW on your vehicle, and it just shows support for the show.
Yeah.
And what we're all about.
Yeah, there's a lot of ladies.
A
lot of ladies have WOW on their cars, and they have no intention of flashing anyone.
And WOW is just, it's WOW,
Right.
Doesn't say,
Oh, it could.
Wow, show me your tease on the sticker.
It certainly could mean that, though.
Of course.
But it's taken on a life of its own.
Right.
Basically, anyone that supports our show in New York has WOW somewhere on their car, and we think that's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
So they advertised recently down here in New York, and we didn't have any problems in the tri-state area whatsoever.
Yeah.
Without a hitch. Huge WOW billboard in Times Square, which made my career.
That was great.
So we decided to do the same thing in Boston. I think we're trying to do the same thing in Philly, but they went with something else.
It's
and I think we're going to try to do this in Washington very soon. So Washington, listen up.
Yeah.
Listen up. You might be able to get a WOW bus sign for free.
For free, exactly.
Because they won't be on the buses. So the Boston Herald, our favorite reporter, Dean Johnson, it says...
Johnson, you know what that's another word for?
Penis.
Right. Dean Penis. Dean Penis from the Boston Herald.
He's just reporting, Anthony.
Yeah, you know something? Reporting and tattling. Tattletale.
Oh, Dude, come
on. The guy ratted us out.
Oh.
I bet his friends call him DJ.
Dean.
All right, so
Johnson.
So we started our advertising blitz in Boston, and it lasted, I think, 2 days.
2 days.
So the article from the Boston Herald today by Dean Johnson, MBTA to WBCN's Opie and Anthony, put them away Tuesday. Ho, 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 ho,
wow, put them away Tuesday. That's waxy-terrific. Holy Christ.
Almost as good as when we got fired from Boston and they had the headline on the front page was, wiped out on Wednesday. Oh! Wow.
Ass munch.
Pretty creative with your headlines up there at the Boston Herald, huh?
Yeah.
So, Opie and Anthony, put them away Tuesday.
All right.
All right. Syndicated WBCN afternoon DJs, Opie and Anthony, are focused on their favorite subjects again. Women's breast.
That's not entirely true.
That's not true at all, you dick.
Not on this show. For the past 2 weeks, we went from discussing the tragedy in length to slowly getting back to business as usual on this program. And yesterday sure wasn't talking about breasts on this show, unfortunately.
It was guys in their junk.
Guys in their Dean Johnsons hanging out.
We had an emergency meeting down the hall saying, when are we going to get back to the boobs?
Exactly.
We haven't had one boob joke. We haven't had one naked lady.
I know.
In well over a month.
Awful.
Because before the tragedy, we were on vacation. So it's been about 5 or 6 weeks. So, Dean, that's wrong. All right, so they're back to their favorite subjects again, women's breasts, and this time they enlisted the unwitting help of MBTA. On Friday, 250 MBTA buses around Boston began sporting rear signs that read 104.1 WBCN. Wow, Opie and Anthony.
There you go. That's all it said.
That's harmless, right?
How could you not put wow?
You got to understand, like when you see wow. When we did it here in New York, there weren't a picture of a lady, there wasn't a picture of boobs. It just said, wow, Opie and Anthony. And then Dean has to write, WOW is the acronym for a long-standing Opie and Anthony promotion well known to their listeners. Whip 'em out Wednesday. Women who listen to the Opie and Anthony show are encouraged to expose their breasts to anyone in a vehicle with a WOW sign every Wednesday. True. If they feel like doing that.
Sure.
But after a call from the Herald... So Ant's right. He told on us.
Dean Johnson called him up, the MBTA, and probably was like, what's your response to the fact that these WOW boards on your buses mean whip 'em out Wednesday? Very offensive to the women. Very offensive. Dean.
But after a call from the Herald, the MBTA has opted to pull all 250 ads as well as 900 similar cards inside the system's buses and subways.
You know something? I got to say, it wasn't just the Herald. It wasn't just Dean Johnson, of course. The outpouring of anger about the WOW from phone calls and emails must have also had something to do with it. How many phone calls and emails did they get?
Well, I don't know that.
Before they buckled under. The pressure must have been huge that they had to buckle under.
All right, well,
like that.
Let me read on here. The ad started running Friday. MBTA spokesman Brian Pedro said they were part of a 4-week buy for $23,000 with the option to double them after that. But we are in the process now of pulling them all, he said. The MBTA has a clause in every contract with advertisers that gives it the authority to remove any advertisements it deems to be obscene or profane or denigrating to race or gender.
Oh, brother.
Obviously, those ads fall into that category, he said.
Obviously.
Obviously, it doesn't. It just says, wow, Opie and Anthony.
Yeah.
WBCN declined to comment.
Too busy in the secret room.
The MBTA also...
Little inside joke. Got to get him in somewhere.
Sorry, that's funny, though. The MBTA also had received... Oh, here's your answer, Anthony.
Oh, okay. Well, it must have been thousands, and they couldn't go about their business because so many emails and phone calls are coming in.
The MBTA also had received 2 phone calls and two emails.
Ooh. Ponderous.
2 calls and 2 emails from people complaining about the ads. Pedro said the totals are significant since the ads are only a few days old.
Significant. 2 phone calls and 2 emails. I think we have one of those phone calls now, don't we?
MBTA.
Hey, what's going on? I'm offended by the WOW billboards and bus boards. Me and Dave's writing an email right now. But just put this down. Schlockhole is very upset at the WOW bus boards, and I'm complaining. Get me another taco.
So they had 2 phone calls and 2 emails, and that's significant.
Rocco and Dave.
But,
hello?
In fairness, there really is no other news in Boston. The whole Logan Airport security thing isn't really important. You should be worried about the WOW logo.
How about the people running things up there make sure terrorists don't get on airplanes?
Yeah.
I think that might be a little more important.
Let's frisk for box cutters. Let's make sure it wasn't on inside jobs.
Wow.
No, this is more important.
Wow on the back of a bus, very dangerous to people. But you just let terrorists get on airplanes and crash into buildings from Logan Airport. How about the security at Logan being a little better than the security that takes care of the bus boards on the back of buses, you incompetent S-heads. God, I want to curse so bad.
That Dean Johnson really gets the scope.
There's the priorities when it comes down to the bureaucracy up there in Boston. There's your priorities. Planes crash into buildings. Well, hey, a little lapse in our security, but those buses will not have WOW on the back.
That's right.
Perish that.
We've tightened up our process for accepting ads, he said.
Tighten up your security at your airport.
But unless you were a fan of the Opie and Anthony show, you would have never known what the ads were really about. Exactly. Pedro knew enough about Opie and Anthony, however, to realize the MBTA likely will be fodder for today's show. I'm sure they'll take great pleasure in all this, he said. But we got to do what we got to do.
Sure, the Kennedy compound up there has WOWs all over it. And girls are wowing with blue dots over their face in courtrooms after they get date raped.
You're just going to piss off our listeners. Okay, if that's what we got to do, we'll take it to the next level, my friend.
My God.
They took our advertising away, so now our listeners, the O&A Army, they're going to have to take it upon themselves to advertise for us in Boston.
There you go.
Well, the important thing, though, WOW is so offensive, but it is good to have beer ads on everything when there's like 90,000 drunk driving deaths a year. That's acceptable, but don't have a WOW sticker on the back of a bus.
I love my beer and my booze, and I don't care about those ads being on buses, but they should, they should care about that. You're right, Norton. People are driving while they're seeing these ads for booze.
In ballparks.
Oh, my God, is that awful.
Yeah, that's offensive to somebody.
Was there a WOW sticker on Ted Kennedy's car when he drove Mary Jo Kopechne into the river?
I don't think so.
No?
No.
Was there a WOW sticker on the back of that? Good, because that would have been so offensive as he swam away from his dying girlfriend to have a WOW sticker on that.
Hey, Gail.
Hey, what?
Gail, she does the inside track for the Boston Herald, and she works for the paper that has tattletellers.
What is going on with Dean?
I don't know.
What a dick.
Dean wouldn't come on the show?
No, he wouldn't come on the show. He's a big pussy.
Why would
he rats us out to the MBTA, and the MBTA folds like a cheap chair, just folds under the pressure of, 2 phone calls and 2 emails. Meanwhile, your goddamn airport up there, Logan, has terrorists flying into our buildings down here.
But they don't have any naked breasts on them.
No. Gail, what I'm saying is the priorities up there are a little screwy.
You think?
Maybe they should allow the wows on the back of the buses and put their resources that find these things out and activate personnel to make sure these are off and put them at the airports to make sure terrorists don't get on and kill people.
Now, you boys lived here in Boston. You know how bad our traffic is. If we have naked breasts flashing every MBTA spot.
Is Gail trying to be funny?
It's just wow. It's the word
Can't
wow
understand why
on the
they
back
got rid of your radio
bus.
show.
So does that mean, Gail?
Comments like that.
Gail, does that mean that when you see a Smirnoff ad on the side of a bus, that it's going to wreck traffic because people then start drinking Smirnoff as they're driving?
I hope so.
Oh, please. It just means that...
You boys are angry.
It means all the people in charge up there, up in Boston, nothing but a bunch of politically correct, hypocritical buffoons, incompetent jerk-offs that put their priorities in the wrong places. There you go.
Hey, and we got the guy from the article from the MBTA, but he can't go on the air with us.
Who?
Hold on, Gail.
Okay.
Hold on. Here, do the one-sided conversation.
One-sided conversation? We don't have that, do we? Does that work? Let me see. Hold on.
Pedro.
Let me make sure. It should be black if we're doing this. Hello? Hi, you're not on the air, but I am. Okay. Why were the ads pulled? The ads are pulled. The general manager thought they were degrading. Thought they were degrading. How is... What's that? You listen all the time. Well, thank you. I can tell by your final quote in there. I'm sure they'll take great pleasure in this. He was waiting for us to hit on this.
Ask him who from the Boston Herald told on us.
Who was the rat from the Boston Herald?
The O&A Army needs to know.
He got a call from one of the reporters. You don't know his name? It was Dean. It was Dean Johnson. Yes, it was Dean Johnson, head rat. Head rat. How about Dean Johnson keeps his eyes out for hijacking terrorists at the airport and reports that to the papers?
Yeah, if he wants to be responsible.
Now,
have him hang out at the airport.
Billy. Yeah. How is the words W-O-W, the letters W-O-W, offensive on the back of a bus? You know as well as I know. You put me in a bad position, but if you know what it is, some people could take offense to it.
Now, they could take offense to beer ads while you're driving down the road.
But I'm sure people approve the ads didn't think so because they didn't know what it was. Now,
what does he think of the dead animal on the top of Dean Johnson's head?
Do you feel the dead animal on top of Dean Johnson's head is offensive?
Is that making him so bitter that he's got to tell on us?
Laughter over the phone.
Lots of laughter, good.
Now, how long is it going to take to pull all of these ads from the buses? It'll take a couple of days. And
are they returning them to WBCN Studio?
Yes. Are they returning? Where are they returning those ads to? They will go back to either BCN or the ad agency.
WBCN should get them.
Yeah, BCN should get them so we could put them on other things. I'm sure they'll go back to BCN eventually. Do you personally feel that those are offensive to look at? No. It's not the look of them. It's the idea of them could be seen as offensive.
Well, I guess our listeners are going to just have to tag all of Boston with the WOW logo now.
Yeah. Unbelievable. And how do you decide that from 2 phone calls and 2 emails that this is now something that has to be acted upon?
Yeah, he said that...
what was that? Hold on.
Sorry, go.
Why is that? Obviously, Boston is not New York. You guys don't have any complaints. But we've done this with other ads for movies. What other movies have you pulled ads for? Tomcats? What?
Tomcats?
Basketball?
Well, that movie was offensive. It was horrible.
And something with marijuana.
Ooh.
Yeah, perish the thought some pot is on the side of a thing. Now, why don't you pull booze ads, seeing that some people find drinking offensive? And why don't you pull ads? I've seen some scantily clad women on ads for perfumes and whatnot. Why are those not deemed offensive?
And you find a fat loser jock sitting on a billboard not offensive?
They don't have... All right. I am now voicing a complaint against an ad for Smirnoff vodka. All right. What kind of ads do you have that I might find offensive? Night school?
Ask him if he finds fat men on billboards offensive.
Do you find big, fat, talentless DJs on billboards offensive? I'm hearing laughter. He has no clue what I'm talking about, but he's really laughing over it.
He knows.
I find that offensive. I want it removed. All right. Oh, thank you. He thinks we're doing a great job. Something tells me you are but a pawn in this whole MBTA machine. He is a spokesperson. So you didn't make this decision to pull the ads, did you? No, he did not. Who actually made the decision? What is his name? The general manager would make the decision. What's his name? Robert, what? Prince? Robert Prince.
Robert Prince.
There you go, Robert Prince from the MBTA.
Who wants to be a princess?
Send your emails to Robert Prince from the MBTA up there in Boston. I'm sure you could dig up an email address or something. And let him know how you feel about this censorship going down. Well, thank you very much for not coming on the air with us. And I understand you got to keep your job. All right. Thank you. Hey, did you do Calvin Klein ads? Yeah. All right, I'm offended by the Calvin Klein ads. Opie, you too?
Yeah, especially...
Okay, there's two complaints.
Especially the bulges.
Yeah, the bulges. Men bulges in the Calvin Klein ads I'm offended by, and I want them removed. You've gotten 2 phone calls, so chop. All right, thank you. Bye.
All right, there you go.
Might be offensive to women.
There he goes. There he goes.
Might be offensive.
Oh, my God.
Now how are we going to advertise in Boston, Anthony?
I don't know. We're going to have to do it word of mouth. Who is this stupid son of a F?
Where?
Line 8, Jay. Pissed at how Ant is talking about Logan. Hey, Jay.
Yo.
What's the problem?
Okay, listen.
Yeah.
What they have in Boston is a very secure airport.
Obviously.
Listen.
Yeah.
They are going and working to have a great... They're working on things just as much as New York.
Well, maybe some resources that are being used to keep WOW off of the back of buses could be redirected to keep killers off of our airplanes there in Logan. That's all I'm saying, Jay.
Hello? You're not making any sense here. They're doing everything.
All right. You made enough sense with that guy, Anthony.
Apparently. Gail.
Yes.
How about our little interview? Did you hear it there?
It was very enjoyable.
There you go.
Yes, very good. I enjoyed it.
Hey, can I ask a question?
Yes.
How long has that no scoop getting lackey been writing for you?
Dean?
Yeah. He's a lackey and a hack writer. How long has he been writing for you?
Didn't he cover your ejection from Boston?
Oh, everyone did.
Yeah, Dean wants people to like him, and he's in AF's pocket.
He dreams of being like Jimmy Olsen.
Yeah.
That's how his dreams are. That he hopes to someday be like Jimmy Olsen.
So, Gail, what do you have today? You called the show.
I don't know. You guys called me and said you wanted to talk about this thing because Dean wouldn't come on. And I said, well, Dean's not half the man of Laura and Gail, so here we are. We're here for you. What do you need?
Where's Laura?
Laura's on the other line interviewing somebody about something.
Yeah, but she's a lot of fun on the air.
Well, yeah, because she'll talk about her boobs.
No.
No.
Boy, you sure don't get us, man.
That might be offensive.
You don't get us at all, Gail.
I'm sorry.
God damn.
So what happened with that little radio show of yours?
I thought we were over this already.
Yeah, but it's always fun listening to your failures.
They gave you what?
Laura says you like Jim Sullivan.
They gave them a 2-hour radio show.
2-hour radio show.
Right?
Yeah.
And how long were you on the air before they told you to get lost?
I don't know, a year or something.
Yeah.
Hey, but the important thing is how long did they pay us for?
There you go. That's important.
That's important.
All right, Gil.
So what is it? What are you going to write about this situation? Did you get any news?
No, Dean's writing a follow-up.
Dean's writing a follow-up?
Is he?
Yeah, the pussy who won't come on the air with us.
Dean the Tattletale is writing a little follow-up?
Well, you're in good company because they have banned plenty of ads on the T.
Got it.
They banned
really?
an MTV.
Thank you, Opie. Thank you for hitting that button.
So I don't know what to tell our fine listeners of Boston, because now we need to advertise. So now we need to tag all of Boston with the WOW logo.
There you go. Oh, man.
Tag WOW over existing billboards. Do what you have to.
Whatever it takes.
That idiot that called up about Logan Airport, nobody was saying they're not trying to improve security. Just why would you make this a story when that's going on?
Maybe Boston should really, like, even if the MBTA can and will do nothing to help security at Logan, maybe coming out with this isn't the right time. Maybe it makes Boston look like their priorities are a little screwy when killers were able to get through there. High security there at Logan, but our bus boards get pulled.
Dean Johnson's on the case.
Yeah. Thank God for Dean Johnson.
Hey, you stink.
Melissa, what's going on?
Hello?
Hey, what's up?
Hi. There was just a bus right in front of me, and your guys' logo was on it. That is like the most least offensive thing I've ever seen.
There's nothing to it.
There's nothing to it at all. I cannot believe they're doing that. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Well, what are we going to say?
That is awful. It just is a big WOW in yellow, and then underneath says Opie and Anthony, and on top says BCN. That's
Right.
And that's offensive.
That's not offensive at all.
Jesus, man.
All right, Melissa, thank you.
You're welcome.
Wow,
Bye.
that's offensive.
Well, the radio station up there in Boston is going to have some nice bus signs for our fans.
Yeah. Wonder where they end up.
We should do a little giveaway, I think. So you got to get someone from WBCN on the air to tell us what they're going to do with those signs now. Because we'll take them all back and we'll place them all over Boston.
We'll make sure.
All right, we got to take a break, Ant.
Dan from Hoboken wants to know if Gail was part of the Manatees of Midday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's one half of the Manatee combo. Obviously the funnier one. All right.
Really?
All right.
Address and telephone number hangman for Dean Johnson. Might be in the cards. Who knows? Worked so well last time we played.
He's got to get his face out.
You don't want to tangle with Dean.
He's got to get his face out of AF's ass.
Yeah.
Oh, my Lord. He needs a story that bad that he sees the advertisement for our show, which is so tame and so innocent. Just says WOW, says WBCN, says Opie and Anthony up there in Boston, okay?
Yeah.
And he is trying to find a story. So he calls the Boston Herald, he calls the MBTA and asks their opinion on this.
So he made the story.
He made his own story.
You're not supposed to make the story, Dean. You're supposed to report the story.
Chache.
Yeah. Hello.
What's up?
You're supposed to write the fact that he could have even done this. Gotten his story in the paper saying, like, hey, O&A have WOW things. I wonder if the MBTA has any problems with blah, blah, blah. He doesn't call them, make the story, and then write it. Dean, jack off.
So, Chachi, it's a big story in Boston today, huh?
It's a disgrace that they have nothing else to do but talk about a WOW placard on the back of a bus.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, they're giving us more exposure by writing about it in the papers.
Well, we're going to get all the placards back, and we'll give them out to your fans.
Hey, that's cool.
Then they can put them wherever the hell they please.
Let us know when you get them back, and we'll have them line up outside the studio and grab them.
Be there immediately, and I tried to get Dean on the air, but he wouldn't do it.
Wait, you got him now, Chach?
No. I called him earlier, and he wouldn't do it. He says he has nothing but the utmost respect for you guys, but you do your thing, and he does his.
Well, tell us when you get the billboards back, and we'll have them line up outside the station, all right?
Okay, guys.
All right, Chach.
Later.
Thank you.
Bye.
And can you make sure...
Chachi's the promotion director of WBCN in Boston.
You should make a statement, too, that people should not spray paint WOW anywhere, because that's wrong. You should not do that.
Yeah, that would definitely not be a good thing to do.
Absolutely.
Don't use any type of red or any type of colors to spray paint WOW. That's wrong and it's illegal. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Right.
Good advice from Jim Norton today, Anthony.
Yeah, don't do that.
As we take our first break on the show.
That was a clip from Anthony, the retarded half of the Opie and Anthony show.
Anthony, Optimum Online from Cablevision.
Yeah, you want to be on the cutting edge of music, fashion, technology? Come into the Wiz for Optimum Online. When you install Optimum Online between September 22nd and October 8th, you'll receive a VH1 CD and CD holder while supplies last. Plus, you'll automatically be entered in the VH1 Vogue Fashion Award sweepstakes. You could win 2 tickets to a private VIP viewing party where you'll watch the VH1 Vogue Awards live on October 19th. Optimum Online, its high-speed internet access comes through your existing cable cable TV line, leaving your phone line free for incoming and outgoing calls. Hurry into The Wiz, because your chance to get our VH1 gift and entry into VH1 Vogue Fashion Award sweepstake ends October 8th. Do more than you ever imagined, both online and off, with Optimum Online. No purchase necessary. Sweepstakes run September 22nd through October 8th. Open to New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut residents 21 and older. For a complete set of official rules and details on entry, see participating The Wiz locations. Installation requires purchase. Some restrictions apply.
Opie and Anthony, 102.7 WNEW.
And we're back with the Opie and Anthony show. That's what we should be doing with Bin Laden, but instead we're freezing assets.
All right.
Boy, we showed them.
Our next move in our war against terrorism, we will take away their Blockbuster cards and library cards. The terrorists won't be able to get current videos or books from our libraries. Wow, thanks.
We froze their assets. Boy, we showed them.
How about some death?
How about that?
How about some destruction over there?
That's going to prevent them from hijacking crop dusters.
Oh, that whole thing is even more frightening. That's the thing that kind of gets you now. Thinking of that crop duster situation where one of the hijackers that plowed his plane into the World Trade Center was looking to buy a crop duster.
Oh, this just sucks. Dave, what's going on?
Hey, how's it going, O&A?
All right.
I was just, don't get me wrong, whatever the president does, I'm in his corner. But, I mean, if I got to hear him say, we're going to hunt him down, and we're going to get him, and we're going to bring him to justice one more time, I'm going to throw my friggin' TV out the window.
I know. I'm hearing hunt him down and bring them to justice. No, I don't want justice.
We understand this is complicated, but we need to see some rocks bouncing.
Yep. Yeah,
it's time to bounce some rocks over there in Afghanistan. Let's make a statement. Let's go!
Right on. He said it to the FBI before when he was at their office. He said the same exact thing he's been saying for the last 2 weeks. Let's see it happen.
They're trying to lull us into some sense of security very slowly. At first, the days after, they were waving the sword, Now I'm hearing, well, this is so many things we have to do in this new type of war. They started talking about this new type of war right after the attack. What this new type of war means, it means no weapons. It's the new kind of war. It's done with strokes of pens and computers while they still blow S up.
We want body counts.
One of the hijackers was looking for hazardous materials.
Yeah, for some reason. He's looking for hazardous materials.
That could mean anything. What kind of hazardous materials was he looking for?
Big tanker truck full of AIDS.
With a big hose, and he's just going to spray people down on their way home from work?
Truck full of AIDS.
Unbelievable.
Truck full of hepatitis.
Nice.
Well, keep up the good work, and thanks for what you're doing, guys.
All right, Dave. Thank you.
Peace.
Assets. I'm fine with freezing assets. I even brought that up on this very program a while back. I said, these people got money. It's in banks. Start freezing their assets, taking their money and using it for the recovery effort. And that isn't all we should be doing. Should be bombing them.
You all right with the Blockbuster card thing?
I like the Blockbuster card. I don't think they should be able to get director's cuts of any movies.
You know what should come next, though? I don't mean to be too harsh, but I think a firm scolding.
Well, now, hey, slow down there. Slow down, Norton.
I want to jump the gun, but...
Scolding, I don't know how the other countries would react to that.
I say we make them sit in the corner for a few hours.
We changed the goddamn name of the operation because they found it offensive. Some Muslims found it offensive. Operation Infinite Justice was offensive to some Muslims. So what does the government do? It should have turned around and said, F you, we're going to be offending them also when they're picking up their own fingers. That's offensive too. But for some reason they just turned around and changed the name of this operation because it was offensive. Yep. How can we win a war against terrorism when we're too scared of offending people? It's war. War is offensive.
Well, I heard they got 2 emails and 2 phone calls.
Oh, is that what happened? They got 2 emails.
I bet that
Dean Johnson called up some Muslims and said it was offensive.
How embarrassing. You write that in your newspaper article. They got 2 emails and 2 phone calls complaining.
Oh, my God.
About wow billboards. Sean, what's going on?
What's up, man?
Hey.
I want to go on a mission. I want to go to Boston. You supply me some wow stickers, I'll slap them on everything. Give me date, Dave Dickless' address, I'll go to his car and I'll post them all over his car.
Well, I believe the O&A Army has things under control up there.
And I got one more thing, too.
Yeah.
I got a friend that's in the Special Forces, and he's heading up some operations over there, and he says we got 1,500 Special Forces in there wreaking some havoc right now.
Yeah, sure.
I want to believe all that. I wake up every morning and I turn the TV on quick and go, okay, what happened today? Did we bomb? Did we do this? Did we do... Nothing.
Sure,
you
right now.
You got to remember, though, they're changing their style. That's already done.
Hey, dude, watch the S word. All I'm saying is, I've been hearing these stories from everyone. Listen to me. If Special Forces are over there doing something right now, you don't know about it.
Yeah.
How does Sean, who has a friend in Special Forces, know that this guy's in Afghanistan in a cave right now with flamethrowers trying to kill...
Sean knows, CNN doesn't.
Yeah. There's people over there with the satellite phones reporting they haven't heard anything. Sean knows.
Sean, hi, it's your buddy. I'm in Afghanistan right now. We're looking at Osama right now. I'm at the cave, and, boy, there's some S going down.
Make sure you call Opie and Anthony and tell them.
Call O&A, tell them what's going on. I got them right in the crosshairs.
Dude, I'll get pictures. You want pictures? I'll get some pictures.
Sean, hold on. Call O&A and tell them right now, this one's for them. Okay, listen. There, I just shot Bin Laden. You're the first to know.
You guys suck. Later.
Peace.
I've heard so many people, dude, my brother-in-law is in the Navy. He says right now they're loading missiles into the ship's guns. Oh, yeah? How do you know? CNN don't know. You know.
Another thing, as we talk about this whole mess that has gone down, there's a picture circulating. I think probably thousands of you guys got it today in your email.
Yeah, don't send this like it's real.
It's such a fake. You want to explain the picture? The guy on
It's so fake. It's a guy on the observation deck of one of the towers of the World Trade Center. And he is, someone's taking a picture of him.
Yeah, I'll take a picture of him from the top of the building overlooking the rest of the city.
Right. You look at in the background, there's the plane.
There's the plane on its way to the tower.
Probably a billionth of a second before impact with the speed the plane was going. But this guy, for some reason, there's a picture of him. The film got developed.
He's got he's got a fast shutter.
Right.
And he was able to somehow get the camera to the ground.
Yeah, somehow after that, he was above the crash, but he got down, got the picture, because it can't be the second tower, because who in their right mind would go up to the observation deck, which was just clouded in smoke from the first tower. So this had to be the first one.
We've gotten this picture hundreds of times, and people are claiming that this is real. Oh, my God, look at this. Can you believe it?
Would you actually be snapping a picture if you saw a plane headed towards the building you're in? Of course you wouldn't.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's almost like a shark coming up. Like, you don't really notice it. It's just kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You notice that.
You would notice that, right? Well, they're passing that around like it's real, so it's such a phony.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen.
Oh, dude, that's my brother, and he was up there.
That picture's real, man. They found a roll of film in the wreckage and developed it. There's so many urban legends and rumors going around that people just stick to and try to pawn off as truth. And please, I sure ain't buying it.
One of the most disgusting stories coming out of this tragedy down here in New York, the guy who claimed that he lost his wife and daughter?
Yeah. Yeah, some guy said he lost his wife and daughter. He's trying to collect, like, benefits or something from it. I never had one of them that were in the building.
They asked what floor she was on with the kid.
He didn't know.
He didn't know, and turned out to be a big fake. Steve's going to put that picture up on foundyourmusic.com so you can check it out for yourself.
Yeah, because it's
a phony. Do we have time to talk to Mike? Yeah. Okay. Another big story in the paper today. Our pal almost died. Survivor 2-star Michael Skupin, who was badly burned when he accidentally fell into a campfire in the Australian outback, survived a small plane crash on the shore of Lake Michigan last weekend. Mike, his wife, and one of his children walked away from the crash mostly unscathed. I'm happy to be alive, Mike said. Who had been flying back from a speaking engagement at a Republican Party all-faith memorial service for the victims of the recent terror attacks. The plane lost power to both of its engines. Oh, it's like your worst fear, Skupin said. The pilot, a friend, was forced to make an emergency landing. Check this out, Anthony. When we came out of the clouds, our choices were the woods, a pretty busy highway, power lines, or Lake Michigan. The part of the lake that we hit is not a beach. It's all garbage can-sized rocks, and we hit those rocks nose first, and the plane broke into 1,000 pieces, and somehow we all walked out of it.
Wow. How does that happen?
Scoopin suffered the worst of the injuries, a bad case of whiplash, he told the Post yesterday. But he is alive, and he's on the phone right now. Mike!
Hey, good afternoon, guys.
Holy smoke, what's wrong with you? We almost lost you. Again.
I'm telling you, I think I'm above quota on my 9 lives already.
Absolutely.
Do you need to be famous this bad that now you're crashing planes to get in the paper?
I have been accused of that a couple of times today.
Hey, now you're a true survivor, my friend.
Boy, I tell you, there is no feeling like by the force at which we hit, and that plane just tumbled, and we landed upside down. And thank goodness he wasn't in deeper water, because my nose was about 6 inches because we were upside down in the water, and I was stuck in my seatbelt. I couldn't get out, and my nose was about 6 inches from being underwater.
So now, okay, you're flying.
Yeah, you got to take us through this whole
You're
thing.
flying. What kind of plane is it?
It's a Seneca twin turbo.
Okay, twin turbo. You've seen them. How many people fit in those things? Like 9, maybe?
We had 7.
7. Okay. And you're going. Everything's fine and dandy. What's your first inkling something's wrong?
When the right engine stops spinning.
You saw this out the window, or you heard something?
Yeah, because I was in the cockpit with the pilot.
What the hell are you doing in the cockpit?
Well, I'm actually a student pilot, but I was not on a training flight there.
Where did you take lessons? In Florida?
No,
I think we better look into Mike.
Yeah, they put a kibosh on my lessons for a couple of weeks.
Yes. So you were in the cockpit. You're watching the pilots do their job.
Right.
And all of a sudden, did they say anything, or you just saw the prop stop?
No, the pilot knew as it stopped spinning, because we all had headphones on, and we could hear the communication between the flight control. And he said,
"Son of a bitch."
He said, "I'm declaring an emergency. I just lost an engine. I need to get down now."
All right. What were you at that point?
We were at 6,000 feet.
6,000 feet.
Oh, that would be a mess.
Okay. So, but you know something? These planes, unbelievable on one engine. A skilled pilot, they take them right down. There's no problem.
Right, and you got to be a skilled pilot, because that engine that's down just becomes a heavy anchor. So
you have to feather the prop.
You've got and you've got to kind of fly a little bit crooked the other way. And,
right.
And we were just getting the winds off Lake Michigan, so he was really struggling with the yoke, but he managed to keep the plane level. Now we're in the clouds, we can't see a thing.
You got to give some aileron to the side that the dead engine's on.
Hey,
absolutely.
That's right. You know your stuff.
I sure do.
So all of a sudden, about 5 minutes later, when we're trying to get above the airport, we lost the other engine.
Now, how does that happen?
It's under investigation right now, and I'm sure it's going to be released. But the pilot says, "We lost the other engine. I need to take it down." And the flight control said, "You're really close to an airport." And we were just, gravity was just pulling us down, and we broke through the clouds. We only had
Mike, what you got to do is set up a glide slope.
Right, and we were. I mean, he was taking it down slow, and they told us a heading to follow, and we were following the heading, and we're in upstate Michigan, and we're talking to Minneapolis, and we started to get too low for the radar, so they lost us on the radar.
That's not good.
So we got to about 800 feet. We broke through the clouds, and all we saw were 5 bad choices of where to land. There was no golf courses or open fields or empty roads.
You break through the clouds, and you're like, okay, I need a big highway. I need a big open field, something flat. And what are your options?
I was looking for a par 5. We could have landed on a par 5.
A par 5, sure. Without a dog leg.
That's right.
So what are your options?
So we had this just giant forest, which is not good. You hit a tree head on, you're done.
Totally.
We had a real busy highway.
Oh, well.
And then there's power lines right there. That's not a good thing either. Right in Petoskey on the shores here, it's all these giant boulders. It's a rocky beach.
Now, even from 800 feet, did it look like a rocky beach?
Well, the first thing he saw was the beach, and after evaluating the other 3 options, he headed for the beach. When we got to remember, I think you're dropping about 100 foot a second.
So was everyone screaming at this point?
No, everyone was just quiet. The 2 adult ladies were facing backwards, so they couldn't see what was in front of us.
Oh, good.
And the kids were all, we had a 2-year-old, a 3-year-old, a 4-year-old, and they were all asleep.
Just sleeping there.
So everybody was just in quiet silence. And when he saw the rocks, he turned and he said, I'm going for the water.
Right, too late.
Now, he had just told me a story about flipping over and being in the water, and some people that he had read about had drowned. They survived the crash, but they drowned because they were upside down.
Here, right before it actually happens.
Mike, so what are you thinking at this point?
So I tell you, man, you become real religious when something like that happens.
Well, you're a religious guy to begin with, so.
I was just praying. I mean, the only thing I could do was pray. I couldn't grab the control. I mean, I didn't know what I was doing. I mean, there was nothing that I could do. So I just prayed. And when we hit the
water landing, gear up, right?
You know, remember, we broke the clouds at about 700 feet. That's 7 seconds before impact. And by the time you realized where what your options were, because we thought we were pretty close to an airport.
You know, those gear down flipped you over.
The gear was down. As soon as those back wheels hit, it pitched the nose right into the rocks.
Of course.
And we just, the nose just shattered. I mean, when we landed, the pilot's leg was out the front windshield, but there was no front. I mean, we were it. And it rolled, and I could just feel the weight of that plane just crunching all around me, and it got me into like the fetal position. I was stuck in this real tiny. I mean, as the metal was crunching around me, I kept thinking, "Is it going to stop? Is it going to stop?"
Oh, it just seemed to go on and on. Like, all right, I made it this far. If it stops, I'll be cool.
Right,
but it keeps going.
It just kept going.
And total, realistically, how long was that from impact to when it did stop?
Geez, probably about 4 seconds, maybe.
That's a long time.
Yeah, and you have a lot of thoughts in those 4 seconds.
Oh, God. And what were some of the thoughts?
Well, my first thought was,
I wish I had my face back in the fire, because that was nothing.
I mean, first of all, I was shocked. Because I thought it was going to be it appeared to be, because we didn't see the rocks underneath the water.
Yeah.
So I thought it was going to be I knew it was going to be a bump, but I didn't expect to have, twisted, crunching metal closing in on me.
You know what a lot of people say in that situation? Because you're in the air, it's very smooth, right up to the point where you do make contact with the ground, obviously. So the people's impressions are that it's not going to be that bad.
Right.
But then the second it hits, well, you just described it.
I didn't even brace myself. I didn't. Not that I would have done any good, but when my second thought was, is this plane ever going to stop closing in on me?
It just keeps crunching like tinfoil.
It just kept crunching, and I was like, jokes. Then my third thought was World Trade Center. Not really World Trade Center, but Pittsburgh, where...
Mike, anywhere in those thoughts, I don't know, maybe a thought about your family?
Where
was that, like thought 12?
No, as soon as we stopped, after that 4 seconds, my 3-year-old daughter's shoe ended up in my lap.
Uh-oh.
Okay,
and I'm like, funny. Oh my goodness, is this? I thought, this is her shoe. Where's her foot? Then my thought was like, my family is just in pieces.
Right, because you pulled out of it after it stopped. How did you? Now it stops, okay? Do you do a quick assessment of yourself?
Yeah. You got to check your
ass. All right,
ass.
so you checked yourself.
Brother Weeze taught us that. You got to check your ass
Check
first.
your ass. And so you checked yourself out and went, oh, my God, were you bleeding?
I couldn't tell, but the first thing I did was I yelled out to the people. There was four people in the back. I said, are you guys all right? And they said, yes.
Wow.
So I got it. Although I remember I was upside down facing the water, so I couldn't see a thing, and I was stuck. I was stuck in the fetal position. And I heard the door open, the back door, and I was I saw the water just 6 inches away, and I didn't know if the plane was going to slip or water was coming in.
Right.
And I was just worried about the water. So I fought with my seat belt for about 3 minutes before I finally got my seat belt off. And then the pilot was just busting the seats out because there was enough damage to the seat where he could actually bust a part of it out, and I was pulling twisted metal off of myself, and it took me about 10 minutes to get out of that plane. I was the last one out.
You were the last one out?
Yeah.
So everyone else is out. They're on the beach. We're just watching you try to get out, or is someone helping you?
I think, there was no emergency crew there, and I didn't, I think as soon as the pilot came out, they all freaked out because he had cut his head in a few different places, and his face was 90% blood.
Right.
And it turned out that he got 20 stitches in his chin, but, and my face looked the same way. And, we looked horrible. And I kept saying, I'm fine. How are you guys? And, I grabbed my daughter and we started looking. I walked 150 feet away and there was luggage just shredded all over the place. Man. I mean, the plane, I'm telling you, is in 1,000 pieces, luggage everywhere, strewn about, suitcases, toothbrushes.
Hey, did you get a picture of the plane?
Yeah, in fact, I don't know how, but my business partner who does my website, there's a picture of it right on the front page of my website. I don't know where he got it from.
All right, hold on. What's the website?
It's MikeScoopin.com.
All right, Scoopin, spell that.
Skupin.
Right.
So there's a photograph on there, and I know that what they're doing in that picture is they took the pilot and they put him on one of those stretchers and they protected his neck because he was complaining of neck pains. And he looked pretty beat up because of all the blood.
Oh man.
But we all, except for the pilot, which he could have, but they were concerned, we walked about 300 feet up this hill to the ambulance. We went to the hospital. We stayed there for 6 hours. I had a cat. My head's just it's not round anymore.
What?
I got a big swelled spot in the front, and I got hit on both temples and the back of my head. My head looks like an octagon, but it's just minor swelling.
Minor swelling. No, you had your CAT scan and everything?
Yeah, they gave me a CAT scan.
And nothing wrong with your brain?
Right.
Man, I tell you.
That's amazing.
You got to start wearing like a rabbit foot or something. Jesus, man.
He's got the luck.
A news crew came out to my house last night, and he interviewed me for about 5 minutes, and he goes, I better get out of here before the roof caves in.
And let's not forget, you also were sprayed with pepper spray at a book signing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked to you after that, and of course on Survivor, he's the guy that fainted, passed out, face first in the fire, and had to be medevaced off the island.
Did Jeff Probst call hoping that you guys filmed it, or?
Yeah. Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. I look at that crash site. I've seen myself get hurt on Survivor about 100 times. They just keep playing that scene over, and I look at the film. I don't think anybody caught the plane going down, but I mean, there's a bunch of film and video of this plane. You could just see. Where the two. I asked the policeman to go get my car keys out of the front seat.
Yeah.
And he comes back out. He goes, in the front seat, there is no front seat. I'm like, yeah, me and the pilot were sitting right up there. And he said, yes, he said a small dog couldn't fit in there. I mean, I don't know how we made it out of there.
It just crunched around you.
Yeah.
Hey, is this true? We're getting reports that Mike Scoopin is going to be jumping the fountains at Caesar's Palace in Vegas.
Yeah.
That's true? On a motorcycle?
I don't think I could outdo this one.
You have whiplash, sir?
Oh, yes, I do.
Yeah, hold on. Adam's checking out the picture right now.
Unbelievable.
Adam, what's going on? Adam.
He's playing Dreamweaver for some reason. Maybe we're on hold.
I don't get it. Okay.
Yeah.
There it is. I think he's trying to make a joke.
I see a picture of the plane. That's pretty amazing. That thing is effed up.
Yeah, I asked the pilot, I said, is there any, because I grabbed the plane instruction manual, the pilot's guide. Yeah. He goes, we won't be needing that. That plane's gone, because there's the nose of the plane is just gone. And somebody said it's real fortunate that it wasn't a single engine, because the single engine, the nose is the engine.
Right.
That engine would have just crushed you guys.
Yeah, true.
So I mean, there's just it's for whatever reason, we all 7 people walked out of that plane. I don't know how. The eyewitnesses there just said they just stood there on shore and just waited for the ambulance to arrive, and all of a sudden the door opened. They saw a person walk out, and they said, "Oh my gosh!" And all of a sudden, after about 10 minutes, the 7th person walked out of that plane. It was like you couldn't even fit 7 people inside what was left of it.
Man, Pete has something for you. Pete,
what's going on?
Hey,
Pete.
I was just wondering if the movie Unbreakable was based on him.
Oh my
Unbreakable, eh?
Oh man, I tell you, I didn't break, but I got beat up pretty good.
That's a good one, Pete.
That's it.
That's too good. All right.
I bet the pilot wishes he didn't put the gear down.
But we were told that the airport was closed, so you'd put the gear down to land on a plane or on a piece of grass or the airstrip.
Yeah.
But I guess maybe the landing might have been softer, but it's hard to say.
Hey, you walked out of it. Who cares?
Yeah, he looked at me. He said, "I'm so sorry." I said,
"I'm sorry."
I said, "Randy, we're alive. Look at I got my family." I said, you might, the insurance company might get mad at you, and the flight school might get mad at you, but Randy, I said, my family's alive. You're a hero in my book.
2 engines, bad gas, my friend.
Are you afraid that if you're in court with the whiplash that Mike Brady might drop a briefcase behind you?
Wow! You know what? The part that's so funny about that is God. I have thought of that. That thought has crossed through my mind in these last 2 days, too.
Wasn't the victim Uncle Fester?
Was it? I don't remember.
That is good. That's a blast from the past. How could you even remember that?
Uncle Fester was the victim.
Was he?
Yeah. Uncle Fester with hair.
Well,
that's
I'm banged up pretty bad.
That's good trivia.
Came in with a neck brace on.
All right. Well, Mike, we're so glad you're all right.
Yeah. I'll try and take it easy. They said, "Are you giving up flying?" I said, "Heck no. I'm only about a third of the way in to get my VFR rating, but I'm going for it, man. I still think it's safer than driving."
Well, we look forward to your next stunt.
Yeah. No, there won't be any more.
Oh my God! All right.
I'm using up my lives too fast.
Yeah. Well, Godspeed, Mike, and let us know. If anything else happens.
All right, I'll keep you guys. I don't know how I could outdo this one.
Yeah, I know. Don't try.
I will not. Don't worry.
All right, Mike.
All right. Take care, guys.
Thank you, Mike. There he goes. Mike from Survivor.
What a story. Holy Jesus.
No one's screaming or yelling.
Guy walked away from a plane crash. Everyone on board did.
7 people.
How did that happen?
3 kids? 3 kids. All right. We got to take a break. Ben, we got to talk about the care package next. We have so much to do today.
Oh,
somebody wants you and I to star in what we believe would be a porno, Anthony.
I don't know.
Yes.
Yes, in the Gonzo style.
And we have the details next.
It's Opie. Don't be an a-hole.
You seem a little drunk, Anthony.
Go ask yourself, Opie.
Anthony, New York sports clubs. I hear they got a special thing going on today.
Today, yeah. Get down to New York sports clubs today. Stores are open for a very special open house event. For today only, New York sports clubs going to substantially reduce the joining rates from over $200 to only $50. And for every person that joins today at New York sports clubs, they're going to donate $25, half the $50 joining fee to the American Red Cross Disaster Relief Fund. Call them up, 1-800-301-1231 for the New York sports club nearest you. They have 75 tri-state area locations. There's one in your neighborhood. And remember, New York sports clubs offers only month-to-month memberships, which means no long-term contract hassles. You're not locked in. You don't like it after a month, you can leave. You're not going to go through a bunch of money for a long-term contract. Call them, 1-800-301-1231, or go to New York Sports Club near you today and take advantage of this special offer. Take charge of your health now while helping others at the same time. New York Sports Clubs. There's a million reasons to join.
The station for sports guys, Don and Mike, Opie and Anthony, and Ron and Fez is this station, 102.7 WNEW, New York.
You're checking out the Opie and Anthony show. Colin Quinn in the studio.
Colin Quinn came in. What's up, man?
Hi, guys.
How you doing?
We see him walking around the neighborhood all the time when we go out for lunch. So we're like, hey, come on up.
Yeah.
Last time he gave us a good tip on a horse.
No.
It's been downhill ever since with my cousin.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, the cousin with the horse tips.
There's always that one tip that works, and then everything else is crap.
Everything else is why he's in a tattered members-only jacket. I'm soon to follow.
Know a few of those people. A little update, Opie, on the that picture that is making the rounds now. It's some guy. He's on the observation deck of one of the towers of the World Trade Center, and you see a plane ready to crash into the building, and he's just standing there getting his picture taken. And Jay from Philly was kind enough to just point out a couple of inconsistencies that show that this picture, fraud, fake. One, the guy's wearing a winter parka jacket, and if you remember September 11th, beautiful day. It was gorgeous. And he's got a wool hat on.
Well, it's cold up there, though.
It's freezing cold up there. So you carry around a parka and a wool hat just in case on a nice 80-degree day or whatever the hell it was. The observation deck of the World Trade Center was on the second tower that got hit. And you don't see any smoke in the background from the first plane. And not even that. Why would you then go up and, hey, take my picture?
At that point, you're
the other building is...
getting the F out.
Right. You'd be evacuating. The plane is entering the building from the wrong direction. If you look closely in the photo, you can see the Empire State Building in the background, which is due north. And how in God's name would they have developed the film? Yeah, that's the least of the worries there. Fake, so don't send it and say, dude, check this out. It's real, I swear. Bunch of jackass. They do that all the time. They send these pictures and go, dude, can you believe this? But no, it's real.
Yeah, the picture's up on FoundryMusic.com. Andrew, you're next. What's up?
How you doing? Hey, I was during the commercial, I was just looking at TV on Channel 2. They just announced that Michael Jordan's coming back this year. No surprise.
No surprise.
He's donating his whole salary to the relief fund.
Oh, look at that. That's cool. That's very cool.
Yeah, about $1 million he's only making.
That's it?
Well, he's making probably the league minimum, right?
Yeah, for 2 years.
I'm a huge Hoops fan, and I am so psyched he's back. The league needs him.
Well, you better hope he's in good enough shape, Opie, because it'd be pretty sad to watch him go out there and look like crap.
And you know, I heard he's in New York, and he may be coming to my show at Caroline's tonight.
You whore!
Ouch!
Really?
I forgot to plug this.
You have no shame.
I forgot, man. I got
you whore!
Caroline's
7
tonight?
o'clock tonight. Yeah, I forgot. I didn't know if it was going to be good. I just confirmed it.
Who's with you
7
tonight?
o'clock tonight.
I think Florentine's hosting and someone else is on the show, or Florentine's on the show. I don't know who else is on. I haven't really found out many details, but the number is 212-757-4100. I am worthless for not doing this yesterday.
So Florentine, he used to come on our show once in a while. I guess he found another show to go on.
Guys must have great conversations.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm telling you, never strain. We don't do Florentine.
They have twin beds and they sit there and gossip late at night.
Right, exactly.
Radio tomorrow.
Like little girls.
If you say this, then I'll say that. Is it possible for me to bring something up? I don't usually bring up news articles, but this one just put me into such a irritated state.
Look at you actually bringing material to the show. Thank you. Yeah. We were wondering when this was going to happen.
I ran out of age jokes, so I figured pick up a newspaper. This is Miss America is here to see the sights and the site. It was in the Daily News today.
Yeah, Miss America, newly crowned Miss America.
Yeah, she's going to help us through this tragedy.
Thank God for her.
Well, you know, I've been wondering where she was and what she'd have to say, and here it is. Though a bit scared about seeing Ground Zero firsthand, Harriman said it's something. Harmon, whatever the whore's name is, said it's something. I'm paraphrasing. Said it's something she needs to do if she's going to encourage the nation in her role as Miss America.
Great.
And then a minute later she goes, she couldn't wait to see a Broadway show. I'd love to see Aida. That would be incredible. Which is nice to have on an agenda, to see rubble and dead bodies and then go check out a musical. What a worthless figurehead whore. Why is she coming here?
And she calls the play incredible.
I just had a Colin Quinn SNL flashback.
Really?
Yeah, a little riff on the news.
Riff on the news.
Riff on the news? Well, first of all, I'd like to say, not to be corny, guys, but Miss America is kind of why we fight. Well, first of all, I'd like to say, did you see the Sunday interfaith rally?
Yes. Yankee Stadium.
You notice there was a preponderance of Muslim clerics? I haven't seen that many Muslim clerics since the Rikers Island day room.
Can't we all just get along?
Why the hell? They did do that. Yeah. They just loaded the place with Muslims.
One Catholic for like 4. All right, Father, get moving. Come on, get off there. Get over to the third baseline. Yeah.
Yeah, then back to the Muslim clerics.
Yeah, exactly.
Because maybe we don't want to look at Muslim clerics right now.
Exactly.
And the Miss America thing, that's what we needed. The inspirational opening monologue from the likes of Tony Danza. Did you hear some of that? Angela, we gotta fight. Did we get any of that?
We didn't get the Tony Danza?
No, because
opening?
I mean, we've seen a lot of guys get in front of a television camera and start crying and give their honest, open feelings about this. I wasn't moved in the way I moved my bowels when I watched Tony Danza giving his speech. It was full of nothing, zero sincerity.
Of course.
It was as if he was trying to rationalize going through with the Miss America pageant. You know, because they had a big controversy. Should they or shouldn't they? Ooh, how about who cared? Did anyone even care if it was canceled?
Nope.
Yeah. It's not like, you know, we canceled a primary election here in New York, or postponed it
till today.
No one cared about that, and that's like our government, our way of life. Miss America, let's really toil over this decision. Get a bunch of, like Norton put it so eloquently, whores to parade around in a bathing suit, fake that we actually care about the personality portion.
She's going to encourage the nation, and that's what I need.
Encourage the nation. Well,
Norton's a Bolshevik. I just decided.
Did she go down to ground zero with the crown on and the gown, just looking completely out of place?
And she was gang raped.
You can only hope.
Don, you're next on the Opie and Anthony show. Don.
Yeah, what's up, guys?
What's up?
Hey, man, Miss America can serve a purpose down there. She can give the fire department oral and the police department anal.
Exactly.
They'll like that.
And she could still remain a virgin for getting married. Technically.
Why not, right? Lift everybody's spirits.
Like the college girls do these days. Oral and anal, and they still can be a virgin on their wedding night.
That's the Boston rules, Anthony.
That's Boston rules.
Have you heard about the Boston rules, Colin?
No, I have not.
We were interviewed by someone from Rolling Stone, and he spent a lot of time up in Boston, and one of the things...
Was it Ben Fong Torres? Sorry, I'm an old man. Go ahead.
One of the things that the ladies do up in Boston is they give up the balloon knot so they could remain a virgin.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Like last time I was on, you were doing the taint thing. With the,
Yeah, well, Opie could tell the girl's age by a taint. But they give it up. Yeah, they give up the balloon knot, back door, and then they can go into their wedding night virgin.
Oh, now, this guy swears it's true. We're now on in Boston. We should talk to some of the ladies and see if this is really going on.
If they've done stuff like this, a lot of the girls up there in college, maybe.
It's a trend up in Boston.
It's trendy?
It's trendy.
Taking in the dumper?
BC. I'm hearing BC is the place where it all began.
BC?
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's Catholic school, yeah.
Nice. Imagine that, though. Oh, I got a virginal girl. You know, if you're a guy that really gives a flying F that your girl's a virgin on your wedding night, and then years later you find out the stories about how she's had 20 miles of junk going through. It's like the big dig going on in her butt.
Nice local Boston.
Yeah, I gotta localize sometimes. Yes. Now that we're national, Opie, you gotta make the other cities feel.
I'm waiting for that
like
Chicago,
it's a local show.
That Chicago reference.
I'll pull that out one of these days when I really start knowing anything about Chicago.
All right. Should we talk about Who Wants to Be a Princess?
Ah, what a show that was.
You missed
last
a good
night.
one.
Another parade of whores.
They brought out this prince.
It was a show. It's a prostitution show, like the Who Wants to Marry a Millionaire that turned out oh so well for Fox. And now they're doing Who Wants to Be a Princess. Here's the premise: they dig up. How many started this off? Rick, Stinky, anyone?
50 or so.
Was there 50?
There was a lot.
That many?
Yeah, there were a lot of shit.
There were a lot. Just a bunch of whores that decided they wanted to date a prince. Going to go to his home country, which was all secret.
Ooh.
Yeah. Ooh, the drama there was just fantastic.
The Taliban is hiding.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just thinking it's some Saudi prince who's going to take 5 of them and just sexually assault them and beat them.
Leave a 3-carat diamond under their pillow and throw them out in the morning.
Yeah, exactly. And they did a beauty part of this, like Miss America, a little personality part. They looked into a camera. Gave a little thing to the prince about why they want to be a princess.
Were they cute?
Some of them very hot. Some of them just pigs. Some, that were just in there for politically correct reasons. Well, when you find... let me tell you something. When you find out that this prince, later on you found out he's from Italy. He's from Rome. Some prince from Rome. He's from the Marconi family that invented radio. Yes. Tells you what a scum he is right there. This despicable medium. And... you're an Italian prince. You're not going to come home with some chocolate. You know what I mean? They had the black chicks in there, and one of them was hot, probably within the top 5 hot chicks that were on that show. But you knew that this Marconi kid wasn't going to pick one of the black chicks.
Prince De Niro. I've tried back.
Exactly. De Niro now, we know. Right. He's an Italian guy. He goes that way. But I couldn't see him. He picked this blonde chick.
She was pretty hot.
Dude. She looked like, who's that character? Jamie Foxx. I'm gonna rock your world.
With the big
Hi, ugly girl. Hi, I'm gonna rock your world. Yeah, the big forehead and the big spread out nose thing.
Oh, that awful one.
She looked like she was a black chick that had vitiligo. Right. She did. She was very
I didn't think she was that bad.
But she had these weird features, and she was the tallest one.
So I only saw part of the show. So,
I'm a rock your world.
So what happens now that she became the princess?
She wins the show. She gets to fly over to his castle, wherever the hell he is, there in Italy.
Hob his knob?
And hob his knob and have various sexual encounters with him for money. That's how I saw it.
And hopefully she'll take a nice car ride through a Paris tunnel.
I saw it that way because then they were oohing and eyeing over this $40,000 diamond necklace that she was going to get also. Which seemed to be better than the date itself. I guess they couldn't do another marriage thing because of how well the Marry a Millionaire thing turned out.
That'll serve her well when she's trading that in for street heroin in Marseille 5 years from now.
Exactly.
Well, we have some clips from the show.
It's prostitution.
Yep.
You don't know the guy from a hole in the wall. I don't care if he's a prince or a crackhead. You know, you don't know him from a hole in the wall. You're trying to go out with him to advance yourself financially.
Yep.
That's it.
Wasn't that Laurence Olivier, Shirley Temple movie, The Prince and the Crackhead?
Was Shirley Temple in that? No. Oh, little imp. Gotta love her.
There was a sexiness to her.
Yeah. Okay. When she tap danced with the colored guy.
I remember that.
Was nice. If I could use the term tap dance.
So these ladies had some weird answers to these questions.
Yeah. They gave them these questions, and not a brain in any of them.
The first one asked if you could ask 3 people to dinner, who would you ask?
3 people, living or dead, was the question.
Living or dead.
To dinner, you and the prince now are going to have some dinner. You're in the palace, whatever. You're going to have dinner. 3 people, living or dead, that you could sit down and share dinner with. Who would they be? And this is her answer. If we have it, Rick.
You're the hostess of a dinner party at the Royal Palace, and you can invite 3 people, living or dead. Who would they be?
My mother would definitely be one of the people that I would invite. She's one of my major influences in my life.
1 gone. You have 2 left, living or dead.
Princess Diana.
Princess
the
died.
second one. I think she was an incredible role model for everyone. The charity work and just everything she did for the world was amazing, and I would love to have the opportunity to meet her.
Bulimic whore.
Last one.
Third,
Make it good. Make it good. Anyone, living or dead. Anyone.
I'd probably bring...
Anyone.
My brother.
Your brother!
A wonderful person.
He's a wonderful person.
Experiences with people, and he's not the type of adventurous person. So I'd drag him along and make sure that he had a good time.
Mother, Princess Diana, and your brother.
Now,
if I could sit to dinner with Jesus Christ, maybe. Nah, I'll take my brother. Maybe Albert Einstein. You'd want to maybe share some insight on the theories of relativity.
Will the prince be at this dinner, too?
I guess so.
Oh,
but that's a free shot.
That's what he wants.
Yeah.
To sit there with
your brother, your mother, and your brother,
She could have the mother to nag her, the brother to bang her, and Princess Diana to puke the meal up after she eats it. Disgraceful, predictable choices, phony hooker.
I mean, Jesus Christ. 3 people living and dead. I would have to sit for hours and try to think. Maybe Socrates. Yep. Would you like to sit down and break bread with Socrates? No, I want my nagging mother.
Plus people she's had dinner with every night for her whole life.
Every night her whole life she wants to share that.
2 out of the 3.
You brain surgeon. 2 out of the 3 people she's with her whole life.
Mike, what's up?
Yeah, they should have called the show Who Wants to Be a Sea-Sucking Gold-Digging Whore.
Who wants to be a sea-sucker? Is that your final answer?
Nice. Lisa, what's up?
Hi, guys.
Hey.
I just wanted to comment that if I was any of the contestants that didn't win, I would be more than happy because the prince looked like a nasty, retarded, deformed. He was horrible.
Let me tell you something. When they announced his name and he comes down those big stairs, the guy was about 4'9".
Yeah, they got to slow down that interbreeding.
He was a fidget. The guy was a fidget. He puts his arms up like, hey, hello, I'm here. And he had these short little midget arms. I swear to God. Go chase yourself.
I was even trying to think, like, if money would really make me love him.
What, Lisa?
I was even trying to think, like, if I was one of the, the contestants that won, would money really make me love him? And every time I kept looking at him, I'm like, no way.
Yeah.
I don't care how much property, how royal you are. He was nasty. Nasty, and the way he kept waving bye-bye.
Yeah, he had this wave where he would...
of course he's nasty.
He would just bend at the knuckles.
He's on a TV show trying to find a chick.
Yeah, you're a prince.
If you're a prince
and you can't get a girl.
If you can't get some trim, then there is something seriously wrong with you.
They should have kept him where he was the whole time with the back of his head showing, because he looked retarded.
All right, Lisa, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
they kept going to clips of the prince there. They just show the back of his head to keep the whole thing a mystery. And he's looking at a fake video that's going on. He was just looking at a blank blue screen or something like that. And later on, they superimposed the video of the girls, because it probably wasn't done at the same time. And, they just showed the back of his head to keep it very mysterious, and like he's writing things down.
Yeah, of course he is.
Writing it down. This girl's very good. I would just wish they would have gone to it and just showed him whipping a batch out all over the screen. That would have impressed me a little more than him jotting down notes.
He was just trying to figure out who was the hottest. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
But I like the fact that Lisa just goes, I was trying to figure out if it was enough money so that I could actually love this guy.
See?
So it was just a question of that guy was just too grotesque, but there was a definite
There's
equation.
a money factor. There's a formula. There's an ugly money formula. Come on.
I suddenly don't look so dirty plugging, do I?
Is Michael Jordan coming to your show tonight?
Yes, possibly. It's Carolina at 7.
We have more clips. Who wants to be a princess?
Yeah, well, one of the best clips, I think, is at the end, toward the end, the final 5 contestants pleaded to the prince as to why he should pick them.
Stuff.
One girl breaks into tears, starts crying.
Yeah. We got to take a break.
Spade shovel over the head.
We'll play the clips next. Also, we're not hearing from any of the Boston ladies. We want to know what's up with this virginity thing.
Yeah, there's a...
Do you give up the balloon knot to save your virginity?
Is that called a Boston Virgin?
I don't know, but the guy from Rolling Stone swears it's true, and some ladies have to call us and tell us what's up with that.
Miles of rope in the doom pier,
and also
you're still a virgin.
Also, a company wants Ant and I to star in a porno.
Oh,
the letter's hilarious. We're going to get to that as well, but we have to take a quick break.
Opie.
I'm the sweetheart.
And Anthony.
That's the a-hole over there.
You sucking F, tool, jack off, ass F.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
Yeah, that's funny.
Hey, Anthony, Pinnacle Horny Goatweed.
Hey, haven't heard about Pinnacle Horny Goatweed? Pinnacle Horny Goatweed. It's the all-natural herbal sexual enhancer that can jumpstart your love life, increasing your confidence in the bedroom, improving your performance, and bringing a whole new level of pleasure and satisfaction to you and your partner. And it's available without a prescription. Don't be fooled by imitations. No. Pinnacle Horny Goatweed's the real deal. The #1 selling brand of horny goatweed in the world. And for a good reason. It's clinically tested. Doctor recommended. In fact, in a recent clinical study, 60% of the male participants reported increased desire, frequency, and enjoyment of sexual activity while using the all-natural Pinnacle Horny Goatweed. Pinnacle Horny Goatweed, it's the best because it's been proven the best. Yes, thousands of more than satisfied customers across the country swear by it. You can find Pinnacle Horny Goatweed at GNC and other fine health food stores. Go ahead, go for it. What have you got to lose except your inhibitions, doubts, and excuse for not having better sex? Pinnacle Horny Goatweed.
Opie and Anthony. 102.7 WNEW.
Yeah, and we're back with the show. Jim Norton in the studio, Colin Quinn in the studio. Norton playing Caroline's tonight. I'll do it for you, Norton.
Thank you.
7 o'clock show, right?
Yeah, do you have the number?
No, I don't.
I do.
You have the phone number?
It's area code 212-757-4100. 7 p.m. Thank you.
Yeah. We got to get back to Who Wants to Be a Princess, but Stephanie's on the line from Boston. Stephanie.
Hi.
What's up?
Hey.
I knew a girl in high school that took it from behind so she could stay a virgin.
So she could stay a virgin?
Yep.
Yeah, that's...
Hey, I don't want to ruin this for anyone, but what's the logic in this? I need to understand.
Yeah.
I don't know. I told her she was, stupid.
So she would give up the balloon knot.
Yeah.
She was saving herself for marriage.
Yeah.
That rocks.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
And then years later, you're sitting down with the wife who you thought you married as a virgin, if you're a guy that cares about that. And then the stories start coming out. Oh, I know you were a virgin when we got married, and I want to tell you I did personally have 3 sexual partners before you. Oh, no, I just said I was a virgin. Sexual partners? There were about 30. But you're a virgin. Oh, yeah, but, the balloon knot.
2 out of 3 holes were filled to capacity.
It's the back door.
All right, Stephanie, thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Stephanie?
Wait.
Yeah, hold on, Steph.
This friend of yours in high school, is she trying to cleanse herself by confessing right now?
There's no cleansing, man.
I don't even know if she could hear you. What's up with that? Matt, what's up?
Heard me, I should.
Hey, Matt. What's going on, Matt?
Hey, man, I knew a guy who married some chick like that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, she wouldn't give it up before marriage, but she'd give it in the back door.
Wow.
There was some kind of, like it was a religious thing, like God knew the difference between taking it there and
God
being a virgin.
knows the difference,
Well,
really.
I hope this is true, because that means I'm still a virgin.
So am I.
So am I.
I just thought it was interesting that they...
So
that they
if
make
you
that
rationalize it in your head that God knows the difference, like you're in bed, you're a girl, you're in bed with a guy, and you turn down the front and then roll over so you can take in the back. And
like that,
thinking God's looking down, going, okay, all right, good girl.
That's going to get you.
Good girl. Now you're taking it in the pooper. That's a good girl. You're waiting.
Going into heaven now.
Yeah.
And if it's really dark and God isn't sure, does he wait to see what you wash off the mule when you're finished?
God knows everything, Norton. Don't be so stupid. It doesn't matter if it's light or dark out.
If it's a pretzel nugget, you're forgiven.
I just thought I wanted to share that with you guys.
Thank you, Matt.
Thanks, man.
Ben has found a website.
Oh, yeah?
Technicalvirgin.com. This is hilarious.
Technicalvirgin.com.
And it talks about you're still a virgin if you give up the balloon nut?
I can't go into what it says, but yeah.
Wait,
can you? If it's...
So what? This talks about how you keep your virginity? Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, whoa, hey, okay. But there's a way for youths to enjoy rich and satisfying sexual intimacy without risking unwanted pregnancy. And then it's the AS.
Is it our message?
Oh, wait, hold on. The balloon knot. Oh, well, okay. Is, all right.
Teenagers today need a new choice that reflects their reality of their complex lives. Abstinence is often preached by the self-righteous, right-wing pundits. So, there is a way for youth to enjoy rich sexual intimacy without the A, tighter than the V, and tinged with the thrill of the taboo, is the perfect venue for modern teen lust.
Nice!
Venue. Isn't that great? The old Hershey Highway.
It's a venue.
A venue.
Madison Square Garden is a venue.
That's a venue.
Right.
Of course, the safest way for teens to avoid unwanted pregnancy while satisfying their carnal needs is to limit themselves to homoerotic encounters until they are ready for procreation.
And you do wonder if there'll be corporate sponsorship of these venues.
The Fleet Enema Center. But many boys and girls, another Boston reference, Opie. I'm keeping it local for Boston.
Keeping it local.
Many boys and girls are uncomfortable with the idea of same-sex encounters. Gee, go figure. Call us crazy. A D in the mouth isn't quite, I don't know. A-sex, however, can be fun for both sexes. And thanks to modern improvements in strap-on sex tools, girls can enjoy being in control of their own A encounters. So teens, the next time you strip down for sex, remember the technical virgin motto, everything but. And then they spell but a little different than, everything but. I love that motto. Technical virgin.
All right. What is the website?
Oh, my God.
Technicalvirgin.com.
Look at the chick. The message for teen chick. Just waiting to get a little A action.
Oh,
that is nice. And she's got like the boots on and they're unlaced and she's kind of pigeon-toed sitting down, looking up like you can't have the front, but I'll flip right over for you.
Well, she's saving herself, man.
She's cringing, too.
Teen testimonials.
Let's move on with Pete Radovich from... Oh, whoa.
You bastards, get off the website. I got to get to this.
All right, hold on, Pete. Hold on.
Tie it up, Colin.
Ben found him.
What, teen testimonials?
Yeah.
But I like reading them for my own pleasure.
Here, move over here. You can read it right from here.
I think it's clicking in now. Who do we got on the phone?
Pete Radovich?
Oh.
All right, let that website load.
All right.
Pete Radovich.
Load.
Dude, what's up? Talking about that other, who wants to be, what was it, a princess?
A princess.
Yeah.
Last night I'm watching Dateline, just an inspirational World Trade Center story of how one man stayed behind to save a man in a wheelchair. Just almost brought me to tears. I couldn't even take it anymore, and I changed the channel to Channel 5. and here's this boob with sappy John Tesh music in the background talking about how it's her lifelong dream to meet a prince. It just shows that this country, I guess we're back. We're back.
We're back to normal?
We're back to being idiots again.
Yeah, that show, the show was hilarious to watch, though.
It's just one extreme 2 weeks ago to this. I guess we're back. The guy walked down the stair. I thought it was tattoo.
Pete?
Yo.
I would love to talk to you, but I'm thumbing through a few of these teen testimonials on technical virgins, which is the girls that give up the balloon knot instead of the front to remain a virgin.
I'm going to let you go and enjoy that.
And, yeah, it's kind of now winning out over Pete Radovich.
Oh, there you go. All right, take care, guys.
Take it easy, Pete. Opie, if I could start with Rebecca K. from Great Falls, Montana.
Please, Aunt, please.
Rebecca says, I know what you're thinking. Balloon knot sex? And, of course, she doesn't say that, but in order to get this over. Balloon knot sex? Gross. No way. But it's so cool. And I don't worry about getting pregnant. The balloon knot is definitely the fast track to the in crowd. So you want to be cool, kids. You listen to us. Ever since I started taking it balloon knot, I've been way popular at school.
What a surprise.
Really? Is that surprising?
Idiots.
Right? Jeremy T. from Holyoke, Mass.
And they've only dumped one, so be careful.
Oh, they have?
Yeah,
I thought we've been very careful.
I hope so.
Okay, that's all right.
We need these testimonials on the air.
From Holyoke, Mass.
I believe this is a public service.
It is. This is a guy's point of view. I have to admit, when I first suggested a balloon knot action to my girlfriend, she looked at me like I was crazy.
In just 6 weeks.
I offered to double wrap, use plenty of Astroglide, but she was still totally freaked over the idea. Then she made a deal with me. What, you don't think that made it? You don't think that made it? Come on! You could say that.
Yeah, it's about the art of negotiation.
I'm very good with this crap.
You might have made it. I don't think so.
Let me know. Let me know. We could slow down here. Rick will check, and I'll rephrase.
Number 2.
You told it. You stupid F. She was still freaked. Then she made a deal with me. If she could use a strap-on, use a strap-on. You can use it like a club and beat the dump guy over the head with it. See? So using a strap-on doesn't necessarily mean anything.
Okay.
Right. If she could use the strap-on, a kind of deal-making thing between him and her, then she would then allow him to do the balloon knot. We take turns doing balloon knot action on each other. And now we finally feel like our relationship is fully equal.
And is it signed D. Johnson, Massachusetts?
Yes, it is.
Nice callback.
Karen C. I want a lot out of life, but I know that I can't afford to raise a kid right now, and I'm way too young to get married. That's why I stopped risking my future by having sex with boys and hooked up with my best gal pal. We may be straight, but we'd rather eat than get pregnant.
They must be fat.
Well, yeah, I guess so. They'd rather eat it.
That's a little off the subject, no?
Yeah, well, you know something? It's still hot, Colin. It's still good. It's still
irrelevant. It's irrelevant.
The last one I have is from Jesus.
Doggy?
In San Antonio. It's funny to me listening to straight kids talk about balloon knot action like they discovered some kind of magic secret. Gay guys may or may not have invented balloon knot action, but I certainly think we perfected it. If straight guys are serious about wanting to have sex and not worry about knocking someone up, they'd hook up with each other.
Pile driver?
See, Colin, now that's an example of something not hot. As I read that,
but
not
it is
hot.
But it is relevant.
But it is relevant.
He kept on the subject.
Everything but.
Blasphemy.
There you go.
Jesus.
That's all I could get on this.
Bravo. Camille, you're next on the Opie and Anthony show.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys noticed yesterday when that Italian Prince guy walked out onto the stage. Did you get a look at his heels?
He was wearing heels.
Yeah, they were like 3 inches.
Because he was
I mean,
a
this guy was
fidget.
probably wearing lifts, too. I bet he was about 4'11". But
was
he
a
had to actually
fidget.
get on his tippy toes to put that necklace on her.
Yeah, he picked the tallest chick. We could get back to that. I'd like to play some of the sound clips.
All right, thanks,
eventually.
Camille.
Take it easy, guys.
All right.
Technical
Hey,
version.
it has merchandise on this side.
All right. Merchandise. What could they possibly
They
have?
have the Technical Virgin coffee mug, Technical Virgin T-shirts and sweatshirts.
All which fit comfy in the balloon knot. That's great.
And
Do
don't
they have a butt version of a cozy for a beer can?
They say the shirts for every occasion. Hey, they have mouse pads.
The shirts for wiping off on afterwards.
Don't they also?
You know how that could get.
They also sell.
Hold on, Matt's got something.
Oh, really?
And he's freaking out. Matt, go ahead.
Hey, dude, you guys have to read on the technical version, pledge.
God damn it. Everyone's pounding this website. Isn't that ironic? But I can't get to the pledge.
Is there a back door you can sneak in?
Maybe I could get in the back door of this website, Norton. You're right. Let me lube up the mouse.
I bet it starts with I do my duty.
Expertise to get this on the air.
Because I take it personally when I get dumped out of.
All right.
Take it very personally. It's taking this very personally. Is this on?
And will not be reading this word for word.
There
He
we
will be
go.
translating so he can get this on the air.
There's nothing bad about it. It's just ridiculous that they have it.
Yeah. Okay, print this pledge and sign it. Print extra copies for your friends and ask them to sign it too. Then enjoy your new life of sexual fulfillment, free of the risk of pregnancy. But like Jim said, never mind pregnancy. How about the AIDS? I believe that, let's see. That standard intercourse and its accompanying possible consequences of pregnancy should be postponed until marriage or college, whichever comes first. College?
Right?
Kind of a lunatic. You could tell that was written by probably a high school chick.
Or somebody down south, possibly.
Yeah. However, 2, I believe that the big O is an important part of a healthy and balanced life. I believe that self-pleasure should be encouraged among males and females of all ages, both by manual methods and with the use of various equipment. Nice. Let's just say. And other such devices. I believe that sharing O's with others via manual, oral, or balloon knot between consenting partners, whether of the same sex or opposite sex, providing proper safety techniques are utilized, is a moral and desirable activity for myself and my peers. And, of course, I will encourage others to join me in my beliefs or activities. So they're just saying, go homo.
There's a place where you can sign.
Printable text version, signed. Then you sign your name, and your friends beat you over the head with ball-peen hammers.
You know what? You both should print it out and both sign it and frame it and put it in the studio.
Yes, I'm taking the pledge. I want to take a pledge that has in writing, with me signing it, saying, I will look for other guys to do me up the balloon knot. Sure, yeah, I want that. I want that on the wall.
You should forge another DJ's name who should go nameless.
Well, there you go. Matt,
there's an idea.
Thank you for turning us on to that. I'm trolling through this site.
It's called TechnicalVirgin.com. Mm-hmm. That website will be linked to our underground website, FoundryMusic.com. So,
kind of like the contract you sign with your parents that you won't drink on prom night.
The contract for life. They promise not to yell at you when you call them hammered. Hey, pick me up so I can puke in the Buick and you can't yell at me.
My balloon knot is leaking like an Exxon oil rig.
Oh, my God. Our TV commercials? They have TV commercials? How's that all about?
There's a lot of good stuff on this website.
I haven't seen that. What is that, on PAX? I haven't seen the technical version commercial.
We're going to have to take a break. Phones are just going crazy. All right, one more. Will.
Yeah, what's up, guys?
What's up?
Hey, man, I heard that something about Sandy Kane. I heard she was around the Trade Center when it went down.
Would you stop
up?
No, I swear, dude.
Sandy Kane, I'm sure, is alive.
I'm saying, do you guys heard from her?
No.
No. Wow. You know, you make a great point.
I'm serious, man.
I mean, you're full of crap.
I swear, dude.
Now, because of you, she'll be in the studio within a half hour.
Nice. Maybe she could show you that wood in between her legs.
All right, well, thank you.
Later. Love you guys.
All right. I'm sure she's okay.
Awful.
We'll take a break.
All right, let's take a break, and we'll be back.
Lots of great phone calls. Stay on hold if you're on hold. We got to talk about the care package we got today.
Nice.
Someone wants us to star in Bikini Bandits, Anthony.
Bikini Bandits?
Yeah.
Bikini Bandits? What the hell is that?
It made Ben chuckle pretty hard in the back office. Colin Quinn in the studio and Jim Norton, who's playing Caroline's tonight. Who cares about the phone number, Jim?
You're right. I apologize.
Opie and Anthony.
Two hungry sharks in the world of unlimited halibut.
A 4-hour parade of meat.
Man, she's so hot.
I'll never tell.
Oh, she's so hot.
Hey, just because summer's over, Opie, looking good doesn't have to be over, I guess. To get back to reality and get ready for fall with one of the products that work in 45 minutes guaranteed, Stacker 2. It's the world's strongest fat burner. It's natural appetite suppressants in Stacker 2. Helps stop cravings, and it gives you the extra boost of energy to get through the workout, the workday, or balloon knot action. Stacker 2 works. You take one little yellow capsule, 45 minutes later, you feel the effects. If you're still stuffing your face like a pig, even if you're full, Stacker 2 curbs the appetite, crushes cravings. So instead of 2 helpings of something you want, you just eat one. You eat what you want. Log on, stacker2.com, stacker2.com, or call them up, 1-800-LIGHTLINE, 1-800-LITELINE, or Stacker 2 is available everywhere. Pick it up at GNC, Rite Aid, Eckerd, CVS, Duane Reade, and other fine stores. Get on the Stacker 2.
The station for sports guys, Don and Mike, Opie and Anthony, and Ron and Fez is this station, 102.7 WNEW, New York.
And we're back with the Opie and Anthony show.
I gotta say, 2 weeks after the tragedy down there at the World Trade Center at the Pentagon, business as usual with things like used car dealerships that are now using the national anthem as their background music. Lawyers and law firms coming out of the woodwork now. You hear them, I hear some of their spots on the news stations about how they're ready to get behind the families, how first they tell how sorry they are, and then they're ready to hop on board and put New York into even more financial ruin by trying to sue the city somehow for being responsible for not building a building that could withstand 2 aircraft crashes, I guess. Somehow the shyster scum lawyer will then put our economy in even more ruin by then suing some municipalities. It's just wonderful that they've already, 2 weeks later, taken to the airwaves trying to squeeze dollars out of our country. Thank you. Thank you, lawyers. Die, get in the coffin, die.
Well, it's important that these colostomy bags of human beings get their percentage cut or whatever it is, these sharks.
Right. I'm sorry, unless you're filing suit against Bin Laden and all those people, what are you going to do? Of course, the people are entitled to every benefit and insurance that they're due, but these lawyers will twist this around and turn it fully on the responsibility of taxpayers now to, like I say, put the city in even more financial ruin than it's going to be in because of what happened. Lawyers.
Or the airlines. They'll probably sue the airlines.
Yeah, sue the airlines.
They've already started that.
Of course,
yeah.
Of course.
Who are in financial ruin.
All right, then we'll blow off Mike. He had something about one of his clubs that he started in high school. Let's go to Oscar. Oscar, what's up?
Yeah, what's up, boys?
Hey.
I was saying the same thing yesterday to my friend. I was looking through the newspaper, and there's 2 ads for lawyers, like, showing the asbestos. One had, like, just a construction site in the background. You know, we've been helping asbestos cases for 40 years. The other ones were the true scumbags, because they have a guy, firefighter, dead in the middle, and in the background, a building, not the trade centers, but obviously the implication is there. And even worse, obviously, is if it's a firefighter, they're going to go after the city, or that's what the lawyers are trying to do.
Oh, boy. Yeah, the asbestos commercials have really come out of the woodwork now that lawyers are hopping on board. And we've settled more asbestos cases than anybody, and blah, blah, blah.
As Norton would say, give them a big warm cup of hepatitis and just let them choke on it.
I agree.
Later, boys.
Take it easy.
And, now they're going to try to get everyone that breathed on September 11th within a 100-mile radius of Lower Manhattan to file suit
against the city.
There you go. I know, everybody sues. Everyone. If you took one breath, you have a case.
Antonella.
Yeah.
You've been waiting a while. What's up?
Yeah.
It's about the Who Wants to Be a Princess.
Oh, we can get back to that, I guess.
Okay. When you guys said that the prince is Italian, I was like, oh, because I'm Italian and so is my mother. So I called her up, and I told her, I said, do you know the prince on the show is Italian? And she had no idea, and I told her his name, which was Marconi or something, and she started laughing. She was hysterical because he's not even a prince. He's not anywhere near royalty. His, great-grandfather was an inventor or something. And
he invented what you're listening to right now.
He's not a prince, though.
So what, the guy's just a rich guy?
Yeah, I guess, kind of. Like one of the richest guys in Italy, but he's not a prince.
You know what Fox is doing? They really want to do Who Wants to Marry a Millionaire?
But they can't.
They want to do that so bad they can't because of all the mess that happened last time.
So Darva Congers.
So this is their way of just kind of twisting it and getting the same show on TV for you.
Yeah, it's so messed up. It's like marrying for money and stuff, and it's just so stupid.
It's a prostitution show.
Yeah,
and
pretty much.
It's nothing more than the dating game.
I know,
Done with more contestants and longer and much more boring. Exciting. So what they did is they lined the contestants up, the girls, and sat them down and had their chairs on these platforms that individually lit up. And then they would ask them questions if their chair lit up. And the lighting would go like, who wants to be a millionaire? And, that was the exciting part of the show. And the rest of it, you're just listening to chicks that you wouldn't give the time of day to in a bar if they open their mouth. They looked hot. But then as they're talking, you're just sitting there going, oh, my God. Oh, my God. But, when you see these girls in bars and you're talking to me, like, wow, that's great. Really?
Depends how hot they are.
Stop it.
They're hot,
my God.
forever.
That is so funny. Oh, my God. And they're awful.
I want to play some more of the clips, but Lisa wants to defend lawyers. Is she insane? Lisa.
There you go.
Hey, guys, what's up?
Are you a lawyer yourself?
No, I work for them, but I'm not calling to defend them.
You work with the lawyers? So what are you, a pilot fish?
No, wait, I'm not calling to defend them.
Suck onto their gills and take whatever spills out?
No, I'm not going to defend them at all. It is absolutely wrong with the ads that they're showing and how they're calling out of the woodwork, but do you think these people actually bite on these ads? Because, I myself donated so much money to all these different funds for survivors and family and the victims and the firefighters. People all over the world are just donating like crazy.
Right.
These people bite. I think they're the scum. They're getting plenty of money.
Now, you know something? They dangle it out there, and of course people are going to try to take advantage of it, but the lawyers themselves, they're getting, 50% of whatever these people get?
30, yeah.
Usually it settles, so it stays out of court, and they don't lose a bunch of money and set a precedent. So...
no, I agree. I just hope that some of these people have the common sense not to bite, because from what I understand, just from listening to people calling and stuff, a lot of these people and their kids are going to be pretty well set from all the money that has been donated.
Yeah, hopefully no one would bite. It's a horrible thing to, underestimate.
And I don't work for that kind of lawyer, so don't worry.
All right, Lisa, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Just at the fact that these open source would put out ads with their gross... just thieving firms.
That are using it. And like I said, it's not just lawyers. There are car dealerships with the national anthem playing in the background as they're talking about cutting prices and stuff. Oh,
but don't have a wow sticker. That's offensive.
Yeah, the wow sticker.
Dirtbag lawyers ad. That's not offensive. Awful.
Can we play more clips from
I want to do that. You keep taking the goddamn calls.
All right. Well, there's a lot going on today. We have a clip, one of the ladies answering the question, if you could take any possession you could with you, what would that be?
Any possession you could take with you. What, to the palace with the prince?
Yeah.
All right.
Is the prince kidnapping the winner, or?
Yeah.
How does that work?
It's a Saudi prince, and he has balloon knot action with them to keep them virgins.
I guess the deal is they get to date him or something for a weekend. He takes them back to his country or something.
Back to the country.
Wait, this is just for a weekend date?
Yeah, it's like a date.
Oh, my God.
Nerve gases them.
Heather, what's up?
Hello?
Yeah.
Hi, who is this?
Oh, my God. What do you want?
Hi,
I'm going
Heather.
to kill Stinky. He put 5 stars next to your name.
What?
This isn't a 5-star phone call, Stinky.
Maybe she just doesn't know she's on the air right now.
Heather, what do you have
on
for the show?
Air.
Well, hey, I have something to say about the princess thing.
Yes.
They had a question they asked other girls, and one of the questions was, what would you want to take to the prince's palace?
Yes.
And I was thinking, if I was on the show, one of them would be a vibrator.
Ah, there you go.
Stinky, that wasn't even worth a star on the screen. You were just talking about it. It was like...
It's a little joke. Emerald's show deserves more stars than that phone call.
Girls from Boston that want to talk about getting it in the balloon knot, 5-star phone call.
Right.
Heather, no stars.
Right.
Thank you. Remember that for What Do We Learn Today? Can we play the clip? Here's one of the ladies answering the question.
All right. What would you take?
I'm not even looking at the phone screen anymore.
Okay, good.
I don't want to be distracted. Go ahead,
exactly.
Rick.
Vanya, if you could bring only one possession with you to the prince's palace, what would it be?
That would be my favorite pair of shoes more than likely. I love shoes, and I would have to have, a good pair of shoes.
Just the right ones to be comfortable?
Yes.
Busting apart those dopey chick stereotypes right there. Huh?
You're trying to impress the prince when you say, my favorite lingerie or
exactly.
something.
A douche.
A-beads. Some of those A-beads.
A-beads.
Pull them out like a starting a lawnmower.
How about my best friend?
There you go.
Winner!
My best lesbian friend.
Right.
A video camera.
She won anyway, but like I said, she was this big, dopey-looking blonde that looked like, hi, I will rock your world. And she's going to bring her shoes. There you go.
I'd bring a pair of shoes.
All right, we got more
shoes. How about Mabel King's severed legs? Could you bring those?
Oh, God.
God damn, I love the Mabel King legs joke.
Yeah, Mabel King references never get old on the O&A show.
That's my legless mama.
All right, third clip. Diabetes, nice. The third clip. Any song being played when you walk into the palace?
If you could have any song play when you walk into the royal palace, Elizabeth, what would that be?
Dopey question.
Maybe I'm Every Woman.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's class.
I'm every woman.
How about I want your sex?
But I want to F you like an animal.
Right, exactly.
Something like that.
How about I don't care if you're uncut, you've got cash.
Is that a song? Yeah, I think it's a hit in Hungary.
I think rerun.
I don't care if you're uncut, if you got the cash. Hello again, hello.
Weren't the Doobie Brothers playing that when rerun dropped the tape recorder?
Yeah, he was trying to bootleg the tape. I remember that one. Jesus.
Fat kid eating popcorn.
Better than the Uncle Fester reference. You're on fire. Wow. All right, we have more clips. What's the restaurant story, Rick?
This is when they're getting a little quick story out of them before
they had
the questions.
To get perhaps a humorous anecdote.
Right. To display their personality.
A little thing. They're riffing on just something that happened to them in their lives to get a little bit of what they're all about.
All right, before we
to really show off their smarts.
Before we play that, we have a lawyer on the phone. Steve?
Hey, O&A, what's up, boys?
Hey.
Listen, don't get mad at me. I only work for this place. I'm not a lawyer or anything like that.
Well, that's the same
and I can't mention the law firm
That's
either.
the same thing they said in the guard towers when they shot Jews trying to run away.
Oh, great. Compare me
so
to
I
them.
understand what you're saying.
Don't get mad at me. I work here.
Yeah, I just work here, man. Hey, I'm working the light in the tower. What do? I turn it on, I turn it off, I wave it around the yard.
All right,
I'm not doing crap.
What is the law firm you work for?
No, I can't mention it.
No, what are they doing?
Well, okay, yeah, they're actually starting up a class action suit for anybody who was traumatized by seeing it live on TV.
Oh, come on, that's the world. The world can sue.
Who are they suing?
Oh, well, they're suing all of the news broadcasting stations.
For showing it.
Yeah.
What about people that just saw it live?
Well, that's a whole other law firm there.
Who could they sue there if you watched it live and were traumatized by it?
Steve, aren't you embarrassed to work for that firm?
Well,
Are
yeah,
you able to sue your own cornea? Can you sue your own corneas and actually get money because they allowed you to see that? Your own retina?
And did I mention hearing it in case somebody was blind? That's not all-inclusive.
And then you could sue if you're blind for not being able to see.
Right.
Jesus, man.
Sue the Olsen twins for traumatizing me and forcing me to commit.
You'll be able to see the ads in the newspaper coming out in the very near future.
Great, if you're traumatized.
Quit your job, Steve. Quit your job.
Yeah, I think I might. Can you guys give me a job down there? I'll work cheap. Honestly.
Yeah, we're hiring, I guess.
No. I didn't do nothing. They got off the boxcars. I think thumbs up, thumbs down. Say what they did after that? I don't know. I just work here, man. Thumbs up, thumbs down.
All right. Class action. So despicable.
Disgrace.
I never made a lampshade.
All right, here's the clip. The restaurant.
Over 70, how are you going to work?
The restaurant story.
Now, you travel a little bit. I heard that you had quite an adventure in Mexico.
Yes, I was studying there last summer, and there were about 8 of us who had gone on a weekend.
Imagine you're sitting at the bar.
We came back to town and had dinner.
She's hot.
In a restaurant.
You're listening to this.
And about halfway through dinner, 3 people came into the restaurant. And
then what?
held up our table. And as everybody else was putting their money and their watches on the table, the thoughts going through my mind are my grandmother's ring on my hand and my dad's emergency credit card in my pocket. And I was not going to give those up. So I feared my father more than I feared what these people could do to me.
She got...
And you hung on to them?
Yes, I did.
All right, very brave.
She got robbed in a restaurant. Everybody be cool, this is a robbery! Who robs a restaurant? They learned that from Pulp Fiction.
And it's good that she's not a shallow pig and she values her possessions more than her life.
Right.
That's good. That's good thinking.
Let's face it, that wasn't really that bad of a story.
It was kind of a cool story, but the droning of her telling it is just, shut up and spread them. Just shut up. That's what you're there for?
She got robbed and raped by 3 Mexicans in a restaurant. I heard
Something like that. Yeah. You think the prince is sitting there going, that's a great story. You know, I can't wait to get her alone a weekend in my palace so she could tell more of these stories to me.
That's my girl.
That's my girl.
While they attacked me, they mushed my face in salsa, and I got onion in my eye. But according to the website, I'm still a virgin.
Oh, wow. All right, we have the car wash story, huh?
Yeah, this is the girl that won?
She won?
Maybe. Here, the thing with this story is, if I remember, this is the one. The host asks the question. Now, these are all very scripted. This show was recorded. It wasn't live. So she obviously told the host or one of the people there, this is the question I want to answer, or this is the story I want to tell. So the host asks her about this story. She then tries to make it seem like she's got to think about it, like, that one? She goes, the car wash one. Oh, I think I know which one you're talking about.
Oh.
Yeah. Like you didn't know right from the start which one he was talking about. Phony. Spread them.
Apparently, thanks. Anthony's upset that Hooters waitresses don't have improv skills.
Right. Thank you, Colin. That's exactly what I was trying to say. Improv. Play some freeze-its. All right.
The girl with a unicorn poster on her wall isn't spontaneous enough for him.
And grab this chicken wing, use it as a mic. You're a flight attendant giving the escape rules, and go.
And she's still quicker than Keith Robinson.
And then when the audience yells freeze, change the setting to a bank. Nothing funnier than improv groups.
But no, sometimes they take one thing and they make it another.
Oh, it's great. God. I love it.
What will he say next?
I love the freeze-its. Freeze!
Because then the next guy hits him and he has something even funnier.
Then he's got to do something. Oh, they're just hysterical. They could go on for hours.
Oh, no, laugh after laugh.
All right, now, audience, yell out a location. A location. Okay, England. Okay, an occupation. All right. No, you suck as an occupation. No, you suck.
So I'm a watermelon salesman in England. Oh, my God.
This is going to get great.
Wait, he's got a comb. He's got a comb.
An occupation. Day job.
Awful. Here's the question. Listen to our improv skills.
Now, I understand you like to get your car washed.
Occasionally.
There's a bit of a story to that?
Yeah, I think the one you might be talking about, not too long ago, I went to a car wash where you pull up and you leave your car running. And I was in a hurry and actually took my keys with me. Went across the street, I ordered a pizza, waited for the pizza to come out, and had a soda while I was waiting for the pizza to come out. And as I was sitting there drinking my soda, I saw the guy that was supposed to be washing my car run past the door. And I saw him and I thought, that guy's supposed to be washing my car. But he was actually looking for me and the entire line of cars. It was a Sunday morning, and everyone was trying to get their cars washed. They were very angry. He was looking for me to come back to give him my keys. So needless to say, when I came back to give him the keys, everyone was quite angry with me. And then I had to wait in line with all the people who were waiting for me to come back with my pizza to wait for my car. So.
So not very comfortable when you got back.
No, not at all.
When you're telling these little stories, here's a good idea. Have a point. It makes it so much more interesting for the listener.
Who is thinking the prince is watching this going,
you have to be really hot for us to listen to that.
And she forgot the kicker that instead of pepperoni on the pizza, there were severed fetus hands.
No, that would be a kicker.
How many could she have? Oh, I know what story. Like, we all have 35 car wash stories.
Yeah. Which one? I think I know the one you're talking about. Not the one where I was tied up with duct tape in the trunk with my balloon not leaking blood. Is that the one? No. The pizza one. Oh, the one where I had a pizza in my balloon? No. What car wash stories? Oh, and it's just... Yeah, who hasn't sat next to some broad in a bar and had to listen to this?
Car wash stories, never funny.
Unless you're brutally raped by Richard Pryor and Franklin Ajayi.
Andrew, you're next on the Opie and Anthony Show.
Hey, guys, I thought the mute girl won.
We love the mute girl.
Oh, that's always funny. I'm acting. I want to be a princess because it's very nice to be a princess.
What object would you bring? My Walkman.
What else we have, Rick? The American Pie story?
Yeah, this is a bad one.
Yeah. All right.
No, it's good. It's good.
I know. Let's check it out.
God, the drivel.
So from what I'm told, this isn't your first trip to Vegas. Is that right?
No, the first time I was in Vegas about a month ago, I was with some friends and a good girlfriend of mine.
Suck it.
And these guys were touring us around Vegas and showing us, because I go to school here, and they're like, well, we want to stay in the hotel. And they're like, one of my friends, his father owns another hotel and casino.
Oh, yeah,
absolutely not. You're staying here. Let me see what I can do. So he brings us down to the VIP room. He's like, oh, my friends Julie and Jackie are here. They're from L.A. They're actresses, and they were just in this movie. And he calls me over and he goes, Julie, what movie were you in? And I was like, American Pie? And the girl's like, oh, my gosh. Oh, you're the girl. Oh, that's right. Oh, let me see what I can do. Brings over the VIP guy, the guy who's in charge of it. He's like, oh, I hear you were in American Pie. Oh, that's such a great movie. I can't wait to go back and see you in it. And, oh, what role were you? We're going to upgrade you. You're going to get this room. Da-da-da. So we were totally hooked up. It was never in American Pie.
Nothing beats George C. Scott in Hardcore.
Funniest clip on the show is that.
When he's watching his daughter getting railed by two guys in that movie theater. Turn it off! Turn it off! I like how he starts all mellow. Turn it off! Turn it off! It's this girl on the rotisserie. His little girl. Oh, that movie rules.
All right. Do we have any more clips? This is kind of fun. One more clip?
So what finally, she was in Vegas.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
Nothing.
Yeah.
She said nothing.
Last clip, crying plea to the prince.
Oh, here it is.
For him to pick her.
Yeah, there were 5 of the finalists, and they all then had to look into the camera so the prince could look at them on his little monitor and give them a little plea as to why he should pick them as his princess. And the first chick just lost her effing mind.
All right, just look up that way.
Not too much baggage on this one.
I feel as if I'm dreaming.
Shut up.
And I don't want to wake up. You always dream of wearing a beautiful gown. I would love to and be honored to go on a date with you in Europe.
Shut up, dummy.
And who knows, you might find a lasting friend.
Never fear. Smith is here.
And thanks for bringing me here this far. Thank you.
Oh, my God. Like, that would be psycho bitch.
Oh.
Like, she wouldn't just be psycho bitch.
It's like a dream, and I don't want to wake up.
And I promise I'll gargle with it.
Anthony, I got audio of the prince right after she gave her little crying speech there.
All right.
Take your bra off and take it off now.
Oh, the prince sounds like Vince McMahon.
Oh, yeah, there's a similarity.
I think we have the prince here.
Do you?
Don't just stare at it, eat it.
Really?
I got the prince here.
Get on your hands and knees like a dog. That's it. Crawl around like a dog.
I thought this was his first request.
You're a little bitch. That's right, you're a bitch, and I bet you'd like to suck it, wouldn't you?
What's that from?
I don't even know what that is from.
I debate to know what that latest one is from.
Here's the Prince.
You ever seen a grown man naked?
Really?
Take your bra off and take it off now!
She lost her mind.
Just what a shallow whore.
Oh. Who knows what the hell's in that background that she's crying like that on that show? Hey,
know.
Good dream.
How about a nice bucket of AIDS?
I'll tell you what it is. Her drunken uncle used to come in. Hi, it's the Prince.
Just call me the Prince and don't tell.
She was a hooah. Just ride the white horsey. No one's looking.
You'd read it the nursery rhymes and then, Prince is here. You have a prince in your own home.
And then the Prince kissed the Sleeping Beauty right here. It doesn't look like it did in the book. Why are you kissing me there? It says right in the book. The Prince kissed her right on the lips.
Aw, Eddie.
What's up, guys? Norton is killing me today.
Norton's on fire.
The only way I would put up with any of these C words, I don't care how hot they are, especially at a bar, only if they were giving up the balloon knot right there.
Well, I think that's what it was all about. He picked this big, tall, heinous-looking blonde.
Oh,
but I guess her body was all right.
Was that old chemo forehead?
Yeah.
Oh, it was awful.
There was a girl with the 10 head. She had a huge forehead, and I don't know, she kind of looked weird.
But in Italy, that's a sign of royalty.
Is that what it is? It really is. Good one, Colin. Omar, what's going on? Omar.
All
right, well.
You know what her head looked like? Picture Lou Gossett in Enemy Mine with a blonde wig. I can make you feel very good.
Enemy Mine reference.
God damn. Stunk.
Was that her name? Gildenstein? No. All right, we got Jocelyn. Remember her? She looked like Frankenstein. Yeah, she was heinous.
We will take a break.
All right.
We'll get back.
Caroline's
to the show. Caroline's with Jim Norton tonight at 7. He's going to have to leave soon.
Scotty Pepper's going to be there.
Louis Black coming in about 20 minutes from the Daily Show.
He is.
Oh, nice.
We have a nice little party going on. Colin Quinn in studio, too, today.
Are you bastards ready to rock?
Opie and Anthony.
And you actually find them rubbing the feces on the wall.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
Psychotic apes.
Is this for shock factor?
Oh, my God!
Opie and Anthony. 102.7 WNEW.
POD, Anthony. Alive. We're back with the Opie and Anthony Show. Yes? Yes,
one of my favorite videos on M2 now.
Loving the
this
POD,
one.
huh?
Yeah.
If you're not in the New York area, give us a call. 866-277-4WOW. In the studio, our buddy Jim Norton. Killing today. Getting ready for his show tonight at Caroline's at 7. Colin Quinn in the studio.
Colin Quinn.
And Louis Black from the Daily Show stopping by.
He is.
All our friends coming by today.
This is our first visit we've had with him since 2 weeks ago, right?
Yeah, I'm sure he's going to have a lot to say.
He's probably out of his mind.
He's going to have a lot to say.
Arms flailing.
Can we get to the care package we got today, finally?
Yeah, what is this about?
Ben was laughing so hard.
Ben's just laughing because...
Ben, you got to give the history of this, because
I don't even know what this is about.
It's from one of the sales guys in Philly?
I assume he's a sales guy in Philly. I got an email. I had no idea who it was. He said, "You received my package." I hadn't. And then it came, and the first thing I opened, it says, "The Adventures of the Dirty Sanchez."
The Adventures of the Dirty Sanchez. And there's a...
The letter is hilarious. Read the letter.
Which letter?
Well, there's two, but the one that really gets the one? Stripe, yeah.
Okay. It's from Bikini Bandits, Anthony.
Bikini Bandits.
That's the name of the company?
I guess. I have no idea.
Hello. We are sending this to you on the advice of blah blah from WYSP in Philly. Please take a look at the enclosed package of Bikini Bandits and Dirty Sanchez materials. We think that Bikini Bandits and Opie and Anthony could be a good match. Here are some of our ideas. Hold on, kid.
Great. I love when they have ideas.
Here are some of our ideas. We would like to shoot an episode starring Opie and Anthony. Bikini Bandits and Opie and Anthony get laid, for example.
Isn't that Miramax?
Bikini Bandits in Opie and Anthony Get Laid. All right. The episode would be written around you and would also star you. And we're getting laid, Anthony, on film. You can help us write it, matter of fact. And we will let you co-direct.
Right.
We would also like to shoot segments of your show to include in the Bikini Bandits' upcoming feature film. The movie includes stars, like Maynard from Tool, Dee Ramone, Corey Feldman, and 60 strippers. Being in this movie would help both you and the Bikini Bandits. We would like to send a camera crew up to your studio with 20 or so girls and just see what happens.
Great.
I'll tell you what will happen. I'll be sleeping outside. And/or we could record one of your road parties for inclusion in the movie. As the movie will premiere in Philadelphia, we are throwing a big party for the event. You could run a promotion to send listeners to Philly for the wildest movie premiere ever. There are a lot of ideas. Please contact us to discuss them further. Also, please look at the Dirty Sanchez press kit included in the bikini box, as we know you are all a bunch of fudge packers.
I'm on their website right now.
The Grass Brothers.
And I see this movie, Bikini Bandits. Look who's in there. Dead Hank the Angry Dwarf from Howard's show. Gary the Retard from Howard's show. Interesting. Well, isn't Howard plugging it good enough?
I think the key is that you get to co-direct it, because ever since Kubrick died, the Bikini Bandits have been looking for new people to come on as co-directors.
I don't know, they seem like Howard's peeps.
Well, a lot of Howard's peeps are calling us these days.
I don't understand that one.
Colt 40 Feinberg wants to be on our show.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of someone from Howard's show. Way to have loyalty, guys. Anyway, we hear from all of them.
I know.
And then they try to trash us when they can.
Whether they try to get on the show or they're just phoning in a bomb threat or two.
Well, now some of them wait outside the building to try to talk to us.
Yeah.
Eric. So we got a bunch of stuff these guys sent us, including my favorite, Anthony. Well, not the vibrator, but they didn't give us a vibrator. They gave us something that looks like a used condom, but it turns out to be a big red pepper that's dried out, right?
It's hilarious.
Right, isn't that funny? That's comedy when you send a dried pepper.
Dirty Sanchez Premium Tequila. Only the dirtiest ingredients in Mexico used. And my favorite.
Yeah.
Can you say this on the air?
That's what I was wondering. I didn't want to say it.
Yeah.
Are you sure? Did you check?
As long as you don't talk about it.
Okay. Well, it's a sauce, Anthony. It's
like a hot sauce.
It's a hot sauce, extra chunky style, matter of fact, and it's called Ass Blasting Hot Sauce.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
And a picture of a little Mexican and says, "I made it myself." So check that out.
So the whole thing is like in a theme. It's like a big theme. The Sanchez, the Mexican, the tequila.
Right.
I see.
Senor Dirty Sanchez's Ass Blasting Hot Sauce.
What else do they send us?
This thing.
That's called a vibrator, Ben.
Yeah.
It's a vibrator.
This thing.
Tell them to send a time machine from 1981 so we can all enjoy Bikini Bandits.
They sent us a video, The Adventures of the Dirty Sanchez.
How was that?
It was pretty funny if you watch it right after Schindler's List.
That good. They want to work with us, Norton.
I'm just teasing them.
And a T-shirt. What does that one say? A
G-Mart.
A G-Mart.
G-Mart.
G-Mart T-shirt.
Everything smells really weird in the box.
There was a scene in there, though. I will say, I watched part of the Dirty Sanchez. There was a scene in there that made me laugh very hard. And that was when he's with the mom at the table. And there's a retard jumping up and down. That actually made me laugh very hard.
Well, of course.
Retards jumping up and down, making fools out of themselves.
I wouldn't expect anything less from you.
Always funny.
I'm not...
I need to know more about Bikini Bandits in Opie and Anthony Get Laid, a movie they want to film.
I'm not getting this. I don't understand what this is. I'm on the site. I've been...
Maybe they're listening and they could call in and help us out, because we're trying to figure it all out.
All right, I just went to the G-Mart portion of the site, and they have a F-U, and then the other two letters, terrorism shirt. So you could walk around with that. The Adventures of Dirty Sanchez.
So what are they trying to sell? Are they trying to sell the tequila, the vibrators, the hot sauce?
And if Bikini Bandits is a movie, what do they need us for if the movie's made They want to make another one, Opie and Anthony Get Laid?
They're ripping spaz off.
Oh, that's good. Yes.
I want to make a porno movie in the Gonzo style.
Colin, one of our past interns had this great idea. He wanted to film a porno right in the studio, starring Ant and I.
Yeah, great. What a brain surgeon.
All right.
Jesus. And then Kamal from the Jerky Boys called us up and wanted us to be in a porno movie. What the hell is it?
You guys bring out the budding artist and everybody.
I guess so. What is that? Whoa, wow, that's annoying, Opie.
Sorry.
Hey, what is that, a video?
Yeah, it's called The Golden Rod.
The Golden Rod?
Yeah, it's a Bikini Bandits movie. I see it on here.
Oh, okay. The whole catalog is there.
We got the trilogy.
Bikini Bandits. Sailor Jerry, is that a movie? Dirty Sanchez. Curiosities. No, that... I don't know what this is. I don't even know what this is.
You know, it'd be a funny scene in the movie if you and Ant are running around and they speed it up and play like funny music.
God damn, I'm laughing already. Now that would be funny.
If somebody's chasing you guys and they play "I'm Too Sexy" by Right Said Fred.
Right.
Yes.
In fast motion.
Where do we sign up for that? So, all right. Well, maybe they'll call in and explain it further. I really don't know what they're getting at.
Maynard James Keenan.
Yeah.
Dee Dee Ramone, Corey Feldman, Hank the Angry Drunken Dwarf, a banana, rest his soul, Gary the Retard, and Jello Biafra.
Were they trying to totally avoid SAG?
Boobies galore, destroyed brain cells, mishandle firearms, party till you puke, drive a hot rod, meet the ladies, Bikini Bandits, sign me up. I don't know what this is.
Well, it's another letter.
Usually if you go to a website and read stuff on the website, you kind of get an idea,
like,
at least, of what it's about. I have no clue what this is.
And Sir Anthony Hopkins.
Okay, so
I missed that one. Right next to Hank the Angry Drunken Dwarf.
Goofy.
Here's a little letter from the salesperson in Philly. Okay. They're internet shorts entitled Bikini Bandits. We figured that out. It's some pretty funny, sick stuff. They also have just finished a full-length feature film starring all the celebrities you just said, a whole lot of strippers and various B-list celebrities. They want to find a way to work with O&A. Please take a look at the enclosed box. Check out the films, and if you guys feel you want to get involved, please give me a call. If not, it's no big deal. Thanks.
Get involved.
Will, thanks, but no thanks.
Opie and Anthony Get Laid. That was their concept.
Take a look at it and see if you want to get involved.
Could be a cult classic someday.
That's great.
Oh. Early Bunwell, it looks like.
You can co-direct.
We can co-direct our own porno, Ant. Nice.
Take a look at a crack house. See if you want to get involved. We can take a look at a life of being a heroin addict, and tell us if you want to get involved.
We could be we could be in the next volume of First Comers.
First Comers. That's fantastic. I might have to pass.
We could do a little interview, segment with us on the couch before we bang somebody.
Oh. Could you see our Hollywood super agent Bob Eatman? Us approaching him with this. Bob, you think Bikini Bandits a good idea for us? Please.
Hey, man, he thought it was a good idea for us to go to Atlanta, so.
Yeah, that's true.
It'll be kind of like Basketball Diaries, but funny.
All right.
Oh, well, thank you, people from Bikini Bandits, for sending us that package. It gave us a great laugh.
Hey, we got to play Joe's song. It's amazing how many requests we get for this damn thing.
For what?
DMX up in here, up in here. Y'all gonna lose.
Well, this is very appropriate now.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in. We all know that song, right?
The Technical Virgin's anthem.
Right.
Well, Brother Joe did a version of that DMX song.
As it would sound if James Taylor did it.
Right.
As only James Taylor could do it.
Right. So here it is as we take a break. Lewis Black up next.
Y'all gonna make me lose my mind up in here, up in here. Y'all gonna make me go all out up in here, up in here. Y'all gonna make me act a fool up in here, up in here. Y'all gonna make me wants to bring it to you cowards, then it's gonna be quick, alright. All you men's up in the jail before, suck my and all them other cats you run with, get done with dumb quick. How the you gonna cross the dog with some bullshit? Alright. There go the gun click, 911 shit, all over some dumb shit. Ain't that some shit? Y'all niggas remind me of a strip club, 'cause every time you come around it's like what? I just gotta get my sucked, and I don't know who the you think you talking to, but I'm not him. I eat slim, so watch what you do, or you gon' find yourself buried next to someone else. And we all thought you loved yourself, but that couldn't have been the issue. Or maybe they just saying that now 'cause they miss you. A nigga tried to diss you, that's why you're laying on your back, looking at the roof of the church, preacher telling the truth, and you know that it hurts. Yeah. Whoa, y'all don't make me lose my mind. Up in here, y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. Whoa, 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 up in here.
Hey, this is Billy Idol, and I'm wild and I'm crazy, and I'm listening to Opie and Anthony.
1027 WNEW. Our new fall lineup is Sports Guys mornings, Don and Mike middays, Opie and Anthony afternoons, Ron and Fez nights.
We are 1027 WNEW.
And we're back with the Opie and Anthony show, and here's where the show goes into the gutter.
Oh, yeah, here's where it goes into the gutter.
We had some fine, intelligent conversation today.
With Norton?
Oh, yeah. We were talking about technical virgins and all sorts of fun stuff today. Louis, did you know that girls could save their virginity for marriage, and they could still have sex with the balloon knot?
No.
Nice.
Yes. With the balloon knot or with... vibrator.
Yeah, there's websites and everything dedicated to this.
You want to hear one of their little spots?
How much time you got in your hands to dedicate a website to it?
Well, it's technicalvirgins.com.
Yeah, we're just trying to get the word out there to the teenagers.
Right.
It's okay to have sex in the balloon knot.
Check out this little thing that they put together about using devices instead of boys.
No.
I've got big plans for my future. A good college, a career, maybe even my own business someday.
Yeah, maybe.
But one thing I'm not planning on.
Wait.
Okay, you could say that.
I don't know if you can. No, man.
Why not? We just said it the other day.
Every other radio show in America is allowed to say that, but we're not for some reason.
So because
you can't say
the only show.
Sex.
Well, because yours is the only show people would stop what they were doing and have it immediately. Wait, I forgot about that.
I know. I don't understand that, but okay. I figured it was in some context, but okay. Here's one we can play.
We can play
this
one.
This is a joke.
I know my mom worries about me. She's afraid I'll do too much too soon and with the wrong boy. That's why she got me this. First, I was a little nervous. But when Mom showed me how to use it, I knew boys could wait.
And then she passed
Now
it out.
I can have my fun, and Mom doesn't have to worry.
That's great.
Vibrators, the smart choice for your future. TechnicalVirgin.com.
Who did this?
Come on, it's a smart choice.
Yeah. It's a smart choice.
What satire group did that?
No, this is a real website.
That can't be
TechnicalVirgin.com.
Technical Virgins
it's
offering alternative to today's teens.
A-sex. When you're saying that's why I have A-sex, that's got to be satire.
This is not satire. This is what's going on with the kids today.
You're not serious.
Yes, we're serious.
Somebody wrote this.
Bobby L. from Detroit, Michigan. Here's some creative ideas Yo, I know how to treat my girl right. I always show her the same respect I wanted to get back from her. I never ask her to swallow my, and then there's a word there I can't use, until I do something to her first. It's just common courtesy. See? They're nice to each other. When I started dating boys,
they're sharing.
When I started dating, boys always expected me to have traditional sex with them. I knew I couldn't resist the peer pressure alone, so now I double date with my pal Shelly. Now when boys pressure us for sex, we say no together, then satisfy them by putting on a hot girl show in the back seat.
This has got to be a joke.
They're not having sex, but they're having fun.
They're
still having a lot of fun, and they're not getting pregnant, and they're saving their virginity for marriage, Lewis.
Well, that's good that they're having lesbian sex.
Right.
It is. Well, how come I didn't date girls like that in high school?
Here's Danielle
A,
from Buffalo.
I couldn't get it, and B, I didn't even get lesbian sex.
Listen to this testimonial.
Danielle V. from Buffalo, a fine African princess. My boyfriend always asks to have sex. Come on, baby, he begs me all the time. I feel really bad about making him wait, but I know that if I have sex with him too soon, he won't respect me. But I also know that if he ain't satisfied with me, he'll date some other girl. So once a month, I show him how much I really love him by coughing up the $500 to get him a really top-quality call girl to F him silly. That's how Danielle handles it. And if you have money,
that's nice.
That's a great way to...
nice gesture, right?
Well, you know what you're missing? There is a great way to avoid pregnancy. You can have regular sex, but as soon as you're done, you push her in front of a stampeding Clydesdale.
But that's a nice gesture, and she's saving her virginity for marriage.
That's great. Well, it's good to hear that these kids are really kind of...
Very creative.
And that they dedicated a website to it.
Yeah.
You know?
They have the pledge...
They don't have the pledge.
Yeah, it's just pledge.
What is it?
You pledge your virginity.
Right. I'm gonna have sex, use a vibrator.
It is. It's
touch
having
my own pootie.
It's having sex in the balloon knot, which is different, and it's also
the balloon knot.
Right, because then you're technically still a virgin, and they say that guy on guy sex and girl on girl sex is how you should go.
Oh, yeah, that's what I need. So that's what I need is guy on guy
And Lois,
sex.
there's a place for you to sign. You can
sign the bottom.
It's way too late in the day.
And you can carry it in your wallet.
Yeah, good. Oh, come on. Where do you find this stuff? What's the matter with you guys?
The internet.
I solemnly swear to give up the balloon knot, not use condoms, and only date Haitians.
Exactly.
Lewis, we're on top of what's going on today.
That's good.
All right?
That's got to be a joke.
This is sweeping the high school. It's not a joke.
It's a joke. You don't say.
You know what their motto is? Everything but. And they spell butt with 2 T's. So it's like everything but sex, but it's everything but.
Get it?
That's good.
Everything but.
Yeah. That's good. I'm not going to lose my virginity, but a little AIDS will be fine.
Why not?
Perfect.
I think they cured that.
You can afford $500 anyway.
Didn't they cure AIDS like 5 years ago?
Tylenol.
Right. They found out that Tylenol cured it when delivered like a suppository.
Yes.
Right.
Although it has to enter at 400 miles an hour.
So, Lewis, my friend, how are you?
I'm good.
We've been very worried about you.
Well, I'm out there in the cutting edge. I'm flying around the country, reaching out to communities.
Yeah, Lewis walks in, Anthony. Get this, and he tells us, it's Lewis. Paranoid Lewis.
Yeah, I know.
And says, hey, I've been flying all over the country the last week. You've done 5 flights in the last 7 days, you just said?
I literally flew... I flew out last Saturday when I could finally get out. I knew I had to get out this. You'll love this after. I guess we had talked, Wednesday, I guess.
Yeah. We talked the day it happened.
Yeah, the day it happened.
Oh, was that it? Yeah,
that's
and
right.
that was an incredibly sad day.
Yeah. And then by Thursday, when I'm walking around my apartment, it's 3:30 in the afternoon. I have not put on a stitch of clothing. I'm buck naked, staring out my window at that building, and I thought, I got to get out of here. It's time for me to move around.
Just leave.
I said, this is what I used to do when I was doing drugs. I got to make some movement.
Just naked in your apartment. You haven't left for a week.
For a week.
Just like, not even, were you showering?
No, just...
Why shower? You're not going anywhere.
So I flew to San Francisco to L.A. On Thursday, I flew L.A. to Rochester, New York. Rochester, New York, back to Los Angeles. Los Angeles, back to New York.
What's the vibe there on the
Time to fly.
Really?
America, it's time to fly.
Lewis Black telling everyone to fly.
Don't be sissies.
You have no
telling people not
problem,
to be
no
sissies.
nerves. You weren't nervous? And,
I was only nervous the first time I went. But, okay, here's why. Look.
Were you knocked out?
No. I had no fear. You know, normally you're at Newark Airport. I fly out of Newark. Newark is usually like Animal Kingdom. There's 12,000 people. You know, it's like, you know, it's people
crazy.
Look, we work at comedy clubs. People show up there, it's like they've never been out of their house. Well, at the airport, it's like, this is the first time I've ever flown anything, anywhere. It's like billions of people who are going on a plane for the first time.
You walk on that line for check-in, you're like, oh, this is going to take me an hour.
Right. Now, the first day I went, there was only, in what would be, there would be 20 planes flying out of that bay at Newark. There were 2 planes. 2 planes leaving from that bay, and I thought, you know, if somebody doesn't notice at this point that there's terror around, then we're completely screwed. Because it was like, you know, there was like 3 people, you know, examining what was coming in. You know, there was like 3 people for every human being, you know, 3 security guards. The security is not improved. Security is the same, but slower. That's
really?
Well, yeah, but they've added more people at $9 an hour.
But you feel safer because now the process is slower.
It's slower, so you get that sense of security. They check your ID. Well, the one thing they do is to check everybody's ID for a change, but like 2 or 3 times, which I think is fairly smart.
They've always checked ID.
No, but not 3 times.
Not getting onto the plane.
They check it when you get onto the plane. They check it.
Oh, well, that's good. Sure. Okay.
What is in the sense that they nailed that idiot who was with the fake pilot's license because of it, you know. But in terms of general flying safely, because I was, you know, up in the air, you know, all the damn time. And the thing now is that since they're flying 80% of the aircraft, that's how many aircraft should be flying. Not like a gazillion. Oh, look, here comes some gnats. Let's land them. You know, this is like, you know, you go off on time. There's no huge line waiting of planes waiting to get out.
This is how it should be.
It's how it should have been. Then they could have actually have done the security that they wanted.
You're saying there were too many flights anyway.
It was nuts.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, here we're going to fly you to Tunisia for $6. You want to go? Yeah, well, yeah. I never even thought of going to Tunisia. And we'll throw in a burro. How's that? And if you sleep with the burro, you're still technically a virgin.
So now you go to the airport, check-in is easy, no waiting in line.
The check-in is still... But if you go, I've gone 2 hours early, and I still have an hour and a half to hang around.
Yeah, oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't, you know, it can be slow, but it's still, I would rather have it be slow. Who cares?
How many people on the flights with you?
I'd say that was about 85%.
Oh, yeah?
That's moving up.
And what's the vibe? What's the vibe on the plane where you look at the people
every so often somebody's going,
kill me now!
But most of the time they're fairly calm.
Quiet? You're not looking at every face on the plane?
No, because I really do, you know, I fly, it's my job. It's what I get paid for.
Right.
You think I get paid to be funny. I'm not funny. Norton knows
You're
I'm not
pilot.
funny. You know?
I get paid to fly. I'm a pilot.
I get paid, but that's it. It's like literally I've always felt like, you know, I mean, I fly like, you know, 4 times, sometimes 5 times a week. So it's like, that's what I'm getting. I come in, they go, you know, he's not that funny. But, you know, he flew here.
He flew. That's balls.
And that took a lot of guts.
Yeah. And what's with the carry-on?
Yeah.
You are very funny.
Oh, you are so sweet.
I don't like that.
What's with the carry-on? How's your carry-on these days? Can people carry on?
Yeah, it's no problem.
No problem. I thought they were doing away with that.
No, you can carry on stuff.
Yeah, I thought they did away with the carry-on. No?
No. You guys, you know, you're on Long Island. You don't even know what day it is. You know?
Are there now mounted machine guns on all the wings of the aircraft? No. I hear now there's mounted machine guns.
No, but there were guys walking around Newark Airport, I heard, with shotguns the other day. Which I like. I like that.
I like the guns.
I like that because if anything's around, they can just fire.
You guys shoot. You got to check out what happened in Philadelphia. Greg, what's up?
Yo, what's up, man?
Hey.
Hey, today, man, this boy, just today, he goes in there and he tries to take some box cutters onto the plane.
Oh, yeah.
Right, he sneaks through security with it. Security does not catch him. The only reason he gets caught is because he tells security that he has box cutters that he already just snuck through security.
Did they just beat the living crap out of him?
Man, they should have. But no, what they did was they arrested him. The FBI grabbed him and nabbed him. And
so why was he sneaking the box cutters? Just
proving that it was security was
proving that security sucks.
Yeah.
He was trying to prove to his wife that security sucks.
His wife, you do that for like a TV station or something.
Even
not
then,
for your
you're
wife.
Gonna get screwed.
Yeah, he didn't want his wife to go to Ireland.
Oh, really? So he's making a point?
Yeah, that was his point.
He's making a point, and now he's in jail.
Now he's in jail, and she's
No, they let him go, though.
What an idiot.
You know what, though?
There's no way they let him go.
I don't hate
They
this
let him
guy.
out.
Huh.
I don't hate this guy. He made a point. Security's still bad.
Yeah, it is still bad.
Yeah, security has not improved in the least.
No.
It sucks, man.
The only thing, though, is since there are certainly a lot more eyes in the airport paying attention to what the hell's going on. Which makes a huge. I'm serious, because before it was like, you could have brought a horse on the flight and they wouldn't have noticed for 20 minutes.
Yeah, right.
This as long as all the horses go, well, look, there's a horse in aisle 3. They wouldn't notice until the horse dumped.
Right. All right, Greg, thank you.
Somebody would have mixed that up with the airline food anyway.
Well, Lewis, we got to get your expert opinion here. What's going on with Bush, man? We understand how complicated this is, Ant and I.
It's very
But
complicated.
we want the statement. We want, as we say, we want Bush to start bouncing some rocks over there in Afghanistan.
Well, you just can't start bouncing stuff, because here's the problem, guys. You start bouncing stuff until we kind of nail until we find the guys who are basically running the playing field out there, which is going to be pretty difficult, because you got to remember, we have a leadership, and I'm saying everybody, that until Tuesday didn't know what to do if the thing were in front of them. I mean, here it is. We have a problem with airport security. You going to do anything? Well, we can't really put that much money into it. And then after Tuesday, they're like, we know exactly what we're doing. Well, I don't think so. And I think they've got to take it step by step, because if you just start blowing crap up, it's like swatting. I felt the same way when we were in the Gulf War, which I thought we surgically handled that well enough so that it's like going to a bee's nest and just standing under it and hitting it with a stick 3 times and waiting to say, gee, I wonder when I can get the bee, after 30,000 bees sting, you go, oh, I got the prick.
Right.
Which is a word you can use. We're going to use the other word.
We're just so frustrated.
It is. It's
the other
very
morning,
frustrating.
He announced that we have started our campaign at 12:01, and I'm thinking, oh my God, we bombed something, because this was first thing in the morning, and it turns out with the stroke of a pen.
With the stroke of a pen,
we have frozen
at 12:01. He goes, at 12:01. We've launched the first attack on terrorism with the stroke of a pen.
Yeah. Well, no, but the thing is, you got to get together. You really do. You got to. What we do have, and you got to remember this, is that we finally have the Russians ready to help us.
Right.
And this is the big.
How insane is that?
The best. Better than that, though. And I thought of this the other day. Here's the best part. I'm the last person who wants to go to war. You know that, but. It's obvious we're going to have to do it on certain levels, and this time, the silver lining is the Germans are on our side. I mean, if you're going to go to war, because the other day somebody was yelling at me, oh, the Arabs are going to get us, the terrorists. I said, yeah, we got the Germans. We got the Germans.
The Germans.
We have the Germans. Damn. They are so much, they're like,
oh, they want so bad.
They're going, bring out my uniform. Bring out my uniform.
Oh,
Klaus, get my uniform.
Start goose-stepping again.
Exactly. And they're on our side.
Yelling at their wives.
Oh, man.
Hang up the phone in case the call comes.
Yeah, and give them Afghanistan. All they ever wanted was land.
Right.
Give it to them. Let them have it. Bring them to the border. Just tell them. The Arab, hey, listen, Taliban, we're sending in the Germans. Ha, ha, ha. They'll run.
They do love conquering.
Boy, and give it to them.
Yeah.
I cannot wait. Whip those troops into shape. Unbelievable. Get those uniforms out. You don't tell me. Show those. Drop. And the other way we could do this, son of a bitch, excuse me, is that you drop. You want to bring the Taliban to the knees?
Yeah.
You do everything you did that we brought ourselves to our knees. You drop videotapes of horrific movies that we watch all the time on HBO.
Right.
Give them, literally surround the entire country with a giant screen and show them Pearl Harbor over and over and over again. Give them cassette tape recorders. Give them blue jeans.
Awful.
Or Keanu Reeves trying to drum up a little emotion.
Yeah, exactly.
You know something, though, Lewis? We're going to have to devastate someplace.
But the problem here with Afghanistan is it's devastated.
Yeah,
what are we going to?
I understand
It's like
that.
blowing up something that's blown up.
That's why they call it bouncing
stuff.
some rocks, because they said it's
other things, too.
already.
I'm thinking Yemen has to be devastated. Why not Yemen? I'm thinking.
You were really just. You were just unbelievable.
I'm thinking Syria.
You blow my mind.
I think Iraq.
Yeah.
Why not Yemen?
Yemen, why not Yemen? There'll be 20 people calling.
Why not Yemen? We couldn't even refuel a goddamn ship in Yemen because they have terrorists running around there. Free reign.
Let's call it Operation Why Not Yemen.
Why not Yemen? I could point to 20 countries that I say we should bomb. I am...
Here we go.
Louis, I think this is a great time to break out that old favorite of 45, the atomic bomb.
Oh, no.
Absolutely.
You know...
I think a low-yield tactical nuclear device...
Low yield. What is low yield?
Low yield these days is exactly what we dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Yeah, but then the wind blows.
No, the wind don't blow crap. We used to test that. We used to test those in our own country. We bombed our own country more than we bombed any other country, Louis. We set off nuclear bombs in Nevada, and now we go there to gamble. There's not a problem with the atomic bombs. We drop a few.
You'd be wearing those glasses all around the day.
I would love those big, dark glasses and just look at the horizon and watch the flash. Who wouldn't enjoy that? And you know what that would say?
Who wouldn't enjoy that?
Louis, you know what that would do?
I'm nuts until you talk.
It would send a message to these countries that they cannot harbor these people. They cannot cooperate with them because who then in their right mind, after Afghanistan is irradiated, go... all right, Osama, you come over here now. We'll help you out. They're going to go, no, the Americans, they'll nuke us. So it makes a statement. It's a strong statement that we need to... What's your suggestion? We do nothing?
No, did I say that?
I don't think you're with the force part of this, though.
Yeah.
We need force.
No, go ahead, explain yourself, Nancy boy.
How is that going to help?
The force part of this.
We need the force to be with us.
Look at him. He's a freeze asset type of guy.
Are you the freeze the asset guy right up until they bomb us with our own planes again?
I said it once. I'll say it again. You are a complete freak. That you just don't go. If there is a bee's nest, you don't take a hammer and stand there and hold it in your hand and start bashing it and let the bees run in your face.
So you wait until you get stung again.
No, you don't wait until you're stung again.
No, what do you do?
What you start to do is you get those guys who we've got, the SEALs.
You got to explain.
And the barking dogs and whatever groups we got in the military that nobody knows who they are. You know those people.
Right. What do you do with the bees then?
You sneak up behind the bees. You send in people. First off, you send in.
I'm with Anthony.
That
flamethrower.
Do you see how you get? I've seen them get rid of hives like that.
That's right.
They take
flamethrower. Screw the
napalm and they spray it, and it burns them all.
Yep.
There's none left to hurt you.
I've seen this.
Louis wants to call it Operation Winnie the Pooh.
Operation Winnie the Pooh. Oh, I put my hand in the honey pot and got stung.
Guys,
Tigger, what should we do?
You bring me on here to try to try to create a straw dog, so to speak, and it won't work. It will not work.
All right, listen, we got to take a quick break, and then we'll allow
I am certainly not pussy boy here.
We will allow you to
I am not.
defend yourself.
I have no... You look who you're talking to. I can barely win at Risk.
What's the meaning of this slacking off?
Dude, it's O&A!
Whatever. The Opie and Anthony Show.
A smorgasbord of idiocy.
The greatest radio that I've ever heard.
Opie and Anthony. 102.7 WNEW.
We're back with the Opie and Anthony Show for a few more minutes. Jim Norton playing Caroline's in about 15 minutes. Gonna do the last break with us and run out of the studio.
Yes.
Louis Black, who wants to sneak up on a...
Oh, please. Don't even go.
Sneak up on bees.
Guys.
Operation Cut It Out, please.
How do we sneak up on the bees?
First off,
do we tiptoe up to the beehive?
If you wanted a militarist, bring in a guy who knows military. I know.
I'm just thinking, but no, you knew enough to laugh when I say Yemen, and you knew enough to laugh when I say nuke the hell out of Afghanistan.
I know enough to laugh. You don't even need to know anything to laugh. You understand?
But I just want to know
I don't know.
What's the downside? What's the downside of a strong military attack?
Okay, what the downside is, and just a little tip for you.
Right.
Apparently you haven't left Boston or the Eastern Corridor since 1906.
Okay.
Because the rest of the world kind of goes, stop it! That's the problem.
And what'll they do?
What will they do?
Yeah.
They will kick our asses on certain levels.
On certain levels.
On certain levels.
What happened 2 weeks ago?
You know,
our ass was kicked on a certain level without us doing
They must understand we need to retaliate at this point.
I'm not saying we don't retaliate. Did I ever say that? No.
Take away their blockbuster cards.
Operation, you need a timeout.
Let's sneak up on the bees and poke them.
I didn't say that. I did not say that. You guys continue to make your little ha-has at my expense.
I just want to know
I am saying...
Are you going to be wearing one of those bee suits?
Oh, man.
With the cute bee hat?
Look,
and the netting?
A little gentle smoke to make them sleepy.
Right, there you go. We'll be a beekeeper.
It would be smart to do that.
Louis the beekeeper.
Someone can wear a beard of terror.
That is not a bad idea. To dump enough...
And look, we'll get honey out of it.
No.
I just want to know.
You have exhausted me.
We sat, and without provocation, we got one of the worst disasters ever.
Wait a second.
Now you're saying that if
wait a second.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
What we did... It's unbelievable. I'm just telling you. All right, guys. All right, guys.
What is that?
I'm the one waiting.
Wow, we caught our first bee.
Where is he?
You'd be happy.
I'll deal with him.
Look,
I got him.
If we were willing to spend, some money before, which we weren't willing to spend before, like on things like airport security, we wouldn't even be discussing.
Hold on. You don't think that these people are clever enough that if they didn't do it this way, they would figure out another way to kill us?
Yeah, they were talking about the crop dusters.
It's not a matter of making this country secure enough to keep them out. It's a matter of exterminating these people so that they don't exist to do this.
But you keep acting as if these people, it's like, it's the same thing that we got into at Nam. They're not here. They're not in front of us. These people make...
It's not the same thing. I never saw one of those hiney-hatted people blow our buildings up here in this country.
No, they didn't.
We were fighting for a country across the world.
They didn't wait. You're still not listening.
Okay, I'll listen.
You son of a bitch.
It's not like the Nam.
It is in the sense that... It's a war.
Hey.
Let's blow the hell out of everything, but don't say that. Don't use the S word.
Right, I know. I don't agree with that hypocrisy myself.
I mean, that's a little psychotic.
What type of talk is that?
You know what type of talk that is.
You're a potty mouth.
Oh yeah.
You're quite the pistol.
A potty mouth.
Now go ahead, Guttermouth. Keep explaining.
Oh, man.
I just want to say, okay, I got you, the whole Nam thing. Now,
basically that these people, they live on rocks.
Yeah.
They hide under things that we can't fight. They're insane.
Yeah.
It's like fighting an insane. Any group of people that will spend that amount of time. Not only am I going to learn to fly a plane, but I'm going to kill myself.
Right.
Fly into a building. Is an enemy that is like something the world has never seen.
But they need a support structure.
They didn't even tell us what the hell they did it for. Do you understand that? Do you get what kind of an enemy that is?
Because they hate us.
Berserk.
They hate us.
They don't even hate us. They hate themselves. So you at least, when you do it, if you don't hate yourself, you say, hey, I did it because A, B, C, and D. Just to go kaboom and disappear and not even take credit for it, you schmucks. We don't even know. You know who I think did it? I think the people who present commercials to America did it.
Really?
We don't know who did it. Well, didn't by Thursday you were going, God, I wish there was a feminine hygiene ad on. Something I could sink my teeth into. I'm losing my mind.
You like sinking your teeth into that stuff?
Stop that.
I'm just saying, I understand your point.
Wrong with you?
I understand all that. But they need, even the crazy people that you speak of, need a support structure.
Look, I am more than willing to bomb.
Can we at least...
I'll bomb Kabul tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm with you.
Are you with me on that?
I'm with you on that.
Can we nuke the mountain? Just get rid of it. Take it out of play.
See how they always say the mountains in Afghanistan were the problem with the Soviets? What if we just bomb and blow up the mountains?
We say just nuke it.
Flat.
Take it out of play.
They're an eyesore.
Yeah, they are an eyesore.
Well, I think we can get rid of it without nuking it.
I think it's going to take a strong statement so that people will not support these lunatics. They can't just be lunatics going, hoo, hoo, and learn how to fly. Hoo, hoo. No. They get 15 people that are organized. Hoo, hoo. Like everyone knew what to do. There is a basis, a structure that must be destroyed.
I understand that.
Yeah. Okay.
But the problem is once you put that into play, they get nuttier. We're dealing with people who are already, they're not even on...
Nuttier than 2 weeks ago? That's nutty!
That's as nutty as you get.
Hello.
That's a nutty buddy.
Remember
listen, we got 10 seconds left.
I don't have 10 seconds. We got nothing but time.
Can you come back tomorrow?
I have a life to lead.
Now you're lying.
That hurt, Lewis.
You
hurt our feelings.
Stop. I'll try to come in at 4.
All right, please.
It's the Daily tomorrow.
Lewis Black single-handedly getting the aircraft's finances back by flying. See you, boys. Thank you.
I do what I can.
Look, we got to run. Jim Norton at Caroline's in a few minutes.
October 7th, Gotham.
Please come back tomorrow. We're just getting started with you.
Torture me.
Yeah, definitely. We love torturing Lewis Black on the Daily Show on Comedy Central.
Cool.
See you guys tomorrow.
Hi, we're here. We're here under your skin, us two a-holes. Hello.
Opie and Anthony.
Hey, Anthony, New York Islanders hockey is back, baby!
Oh, your Islanders. Nice.
Here comes the abuse. I'm a huge Islander fan, and I can't wait for the season.
It's their year this year.
We got Alexei Yashin and Mike Pekka, along with the rest of your Islanders. They're anxious to kick off the 30th anniversary over there at the Coliseum. Season tickets for the New York Islanders 30th anniversary season are still available, and for the same affordable price as last season. I'm getting heckled here by the Ranger fans. Go F yourself.
What's the motto this year? 30 years, wipe those tears? Something like that? Where
Shut up!
This is the year, right?
They got one of the lowest season ticket prices in the New York area, with seats starting as low as $14. They also offer the best season ticket benefits in the NHL, such as free parking for the entire season, 40% savings off the box office price, an exclusive meet and greet with the team. That's pretty cool. And also, and almost 20 games of promotional giveaways. I bought a package, Anthony. I'm going to 21 games this year, and I can't wait. To find out what mini plan is convenient for you, simply dial 1-800-882-ISLES or log on to www.newyorkislanders.com. That phone number again, 1-800-882-ISLES.